there, everyone. I'm Violeta.
I'm Kinsmark.
And this is Final Fantasy 15 with Vi in control.
Because I am currently fighting a migraine and haven't felt all that great, so I'm just sort of here checking on chat, and I might spend a fair amount of this stream sketching in my lap. So if I seem low-key, that is the cause.
I cannot guarantee how long we'll be streaming, because I also have not been feeling super duper great. I do want to let you guys know that we have done several side quests, primarily hunts and various things for like vegetable gathering, riveting stuff, in our spare time.
So you've missed core elements of the story, really.
From
here on out, you're completely lost.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible. I'm so sorry. And as usual, this will probably be a spoilerific stream.
Oh yeah.
As usual. But today, I kind of figure I'll just go and find myself a dungeon. And we'll see how that goes. Because off-screen, I did do some of the hunts myself. And found out that there's a very large difference from low-level base game and level 99 new game plus.
Oh yeah. Because her experience playing this game prior to this was the console version, and she hadn't picked up the controller till I'd already completed the game and handed her the new game plus. So
very different.
She's
very
feeling
different.
The actual challenge of the game now.
So
just wait until you try Comrades, because it's even harder.
Yeah, there was several fights that I got into that I'm like, this might be pushing it for me. But to be fair, those were hunts that were a higher level than we were.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying
to... I'm letting him do the over our level hunts.
Yeah, I'm trying to just power level the party, because I miss my 99 strength.
Yep, okay. What were we doing out here? I don't remember.
I had just come from fishing at the Lucian Channel.
Oh, so. That's right. Okay, so...
I don't Celtic Knight is here, says evening.
Hello!
Cheers, matey.
I'm not. No. Mm-mm.
Also, because I just feel like gushing about it for a second, I have mentioned on a few occasions that one of my favorite mobile games is Final Fantasy Record Keeper. A new contender has arrived. It isn't a new game, it's just new to me, because I finally checked it out. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I checked it out a couple of days ago, and I'm currently playing it in another tab on my phone.
And he has gotten me on it now, too.
It's really good. So if you
It has 15 characters!
It does. If you enjoy Final Fantasy games and those like character collectathon style games that are apparently a common-ish genre on mobile, check it out. I highly enjoy it.
Is this Longwythe here? Where did you say the mine was?
It's like southeast. In that little... Let me get the mouse up on screen. It's like over here.
So I should just go for... Oh.
Yeah, there's literally a parking spot for it.
Okay. So I just get in the car and I'll choose that spot then.
Yep.
Is what you're saying. Okay.
So,
parking spot.
Scarlett says, hey guys, if y'all see what I'm building in KSP, pics in video games chat. I'll have to check on that later, because since we've actually had company all week, because the friend whose wedding we attended last spring came to visit. And,
no!
Immediate Magitech engine! Because you literally can't get 10 feet in lead.
Well, we did just take out a blockade.
That's true.
We did just take out a blockade, so...
So yeah, we've actually had company the last few days, and greatly enjoyed it, because I got to meet my godson.
He is adorable, and I love him.
Adorable infant that I had to tell my friends that I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I think he's going to end up just like him. The bad news is that I think he's going to end up just like him. So that was cool. Having fun.
Is there not a... where's a...
Use the right stick to pan around and find a point warp area.
I know, I am trying. There is...
You have to run, because if you stay still, then...
Where...
Right stick.
The stick... Oh, there we go.
There you go.
It's because I was still locked on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of the flatlands, so
Why is that not a warp point?
it's like only 6 feet tall.
But that's been a warp point before.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I got 3 of... Whoa.
Change to Gladio. He can take care of these guys, no problem.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Or Piercer. Piercer works too.
I'm a piercer. It's gonna... Oh. It's already dead.
Thanks, Iggy.
We'll
Thanks for
just,
undermining my authority. Nomad Noah's here. This is Howdy Folks. How it
Hello.
goes? I have felt nicer.
No.
Because again, for anyone just joining us, she has the con. I am currently fighting a migraine.
I don't want to die. Oh.
And
Is it okay?
I just do not have the energy or really the cognitive ability right now to handle anything more advanced than just hanging out and checking on chat. So I told her she has the con this evening.
How do I zoom out the camera?
R1.
R.
Oh man. I want to headbang to this song, except
That would hurt. Don't
headache.
do that. Don't do that. Oof. I'm not fighting them.
Let's see. Yeah, Pyro says, Kin has become the chat. I am the embodiment of all of you. I'm like Goku, an energy vampire. Because that's what the spirit ball implies, that he's literally sapping the energy from
Of
many
everybody.
an unwilling person to fuel the attack.
Because none of them would know.
Exactly, because how do they know what he wants? Is he just projecting psychic influence upon the entire world? Is Goku God? I mean, technically yes now, because Super.
But
During the events of Z, though...
We don't talk about Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. The lamest of lame names.
That's just such a concise mouthful.
That one.
Celtic Knight says, well, since Twitch is offering free games, I've been getting them. They're doing what now?
Where?
How have I not heard of this?
What games? Oh.
Is it with the...
Yes, we can
Funky
stop.
looking mountain.
It's a mountain. Let him have it. Let him have it. It's okay.
One may call it mountainous.
Just let him enjoy himself, okay? Let Prompto have this.
Shields here says, hiya. Hello, hello.
Why are you looking at me, Noct? Stop looking at me.
Well, here we are.
Well, at least it's not too bad a looking area.
Yeah, the lighting is actually nice today.
Yeah.
Celtic says,
No,
won't be
no
staying up much longer since I work at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Ooh, fun.
And Miss T is here.
Hello, hello.
Regalia hearts.
Be warned. There might be spoilers.
Yeah, fair warning, Miss T.
Now it's picture time.
Just want to warn you.
Because we've prefaced all of our streams of this game with the warning that, because we have played all of it, that,
There may be spoilers. I will try to prevent that, but
if it happens, it happens.
we're saving it.
That's a good one. I like that.
Did it save?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like it. That's a good. Our Prompto is not a very good Prompto, but
I miss my original Prompto.
I know.
Because he had talent.
my New Games Plus Prompto.
Oh, God. That kiddo is just enamored with his blue shift filter. My God.
It's terrible.
I want to take that filter from him and slap him upside the head with it.
Yep. He just needs to not, basically.
Uh-huh.
Today we're just gonna do some dungeon delving. Not gonna be doing any story spoilers. Also, I do want to let you guys know that
I told you, can't get 10 feet. Oh, is Iggy just peeling out and saying, screw this, we're out?
I think so. I do want to let you guys know that I plan on releasing at least the first 3 streams of this game in the very near future, as in potentially later tonight.
On the archive channel.
On the archive channel. So if you guys want to see this from the beginning, just do be aware there are definitely spoilers in those.
Especially 100% strongest possible spoiler warning, the Comrades stream, which is the co-op multiplayer mode of this game.
We have not released that yet. That one is not getting released.
Yeah, that stream.
Just yet.
We do talk about some spoilers in some of the previous streams of this game. The most significant spoilers were discussed in that stream.
Yeah.
So if you're about avoiding spoilers,
Yep.
maybe save that one for later.
Mm-hmm. Also, Miss T, if you want to come and play it, you know where we are.
I mean, if you want to come and join us
It's not
for
like
stream,
you don't know where we live. Because,
Like,
you do know where we live. I love you.
I mean, I'm totally cool with even letting y'all
I
have,
miss
like,
you.
a ladies' night on stream and handing her the chat.
I miss you. Where's the treasure? Is the treasure on that side? The treasure's on that side.
Didn't lose the jacket.
You gotta go through the gate.
But it didn't look like it would. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's all creaky and scary.
Oh no. I'm starting to think this was a bad idea.
Oh, so the free games thing, a couple of people are saying Twitch Prime. Apparently it just gives you access to some free stuff.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
And Miss T says, yeah, I'm seeing that. Okay. Yeah, about those drop ships that were chasing us around. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yep. I was looking for more goodies.
Man, that hurts. Another headache. This is not normal.
Yeah. Also, there's a reason for that one, too. Whee! Let's go into the creepy mine! Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Pyro says, she knows where you live!
She does.
She does.
She's my bestie.
Yep, because she lives just a few minutes from us. And...
I love you.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Wow. That might be the oldest elevator I've ever seen.
I'm sure it's fine.
Hop on and find out.
This is a fantastically bad idea.
No guts. No guts.
What?
Huh. It's up. This thing's ancient. You sure it's safe?
No.
No.
Way to find out.
Thanks, Gladio.
And
Thank
that
you
way
for that.
is potential death.
So we're gonna go ahead and shift the quest to this.
And
Oh,
Misty says that is a very
no.
tempting thought.
Oh no.
Oh, this is a...
That is way too high level for me.
This is a potential mistake.
Yeah,
You might
were
want
there
to change
any
plans.
other ones that weren't as scary?
As far as dungeons, not really.
Okay, you know what? I've got an idea. I have an idea. We're gonna leave. We're doing this some other time when we are not level 20 something.
Because the end fight in these mines...
Oh, is it? Oh,
It's an
an
Armusha.
Armusha, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to get impaled.
One of the strongest Ronin-type demons in the game.
Don't want to get impaled. I'm running away now. Bye. Okay, thanks. Bye. Never mind. JK. JK. Don't want. GTFO.
So, Noah says, I made the mistake of getting back into World of Tanks.
Uh-oh. The world of Tonks.
Has it improved? Because it kind of got a little stale for me after a while.
Hang on. My plan.
Celtic Knight says, yeah, Lady Stream sounds like a good idea.
Sure. Whenever you want. Whenever you want.
Hint.
Anytime.
Nudge.
Anytime whatsoever. Where the heck? Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I know you're here. Where are you? That's a weird side quest. That's not. There you are.
Dave.
There you are.
Oh, God, Sonya.
I told you I would do those.
That's true.
So that's what I'm gonna go do.
And we might as well do them on stream, because I am going to gripe about those a great deal in my review of this game.
Also, she is a character, so
Oh, she
I
is.
want you guys to meet her.
Aggressively Japanese. Even though she doesn't look like it, she acts like it.
We are gonna go to map point because that's easier for me. We're gonna go up here.
Marcus says, fun fact, I've ridden an ancient elevator like that in real life. I'm glad you're still here.
Fast travel, yes please. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so level 50 dungeon. Not a thing I want to do at level 20 something.
So
Not
Noah
gonna do
says,
that.
I played one match, told the low on my team not to hide and actually use armor to save the flank. He didn't. The flank fell, and we lost. And then he called me several things in a private message. And the game's gotten worse, in my opinion. That's about what I expected, sadly.
That's not good.
Matchmaking is more or less horrendous. Soviet high tiers are breaking the game. Some of the mid-tier gameplay is still nice. At least there's that.
At least there's still something nice.
breather.
Yep, let's go talk to Dave first
Ah.
because I love Dave. Dave, buddy. My buddy. Come here, buddy. Where are ya?
Friendo with the cool doggo.
Whenever you hear that ruff ruff, that means Dave is nearby. Yes, please.
Now we meet again. You sticking around these parts for a spell? You could use your help digging up some dog tags.
Okay. Can do. Also, I want to do a thing real quick. I require to do a thing. Hello, random people. Let me see your wrists. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Good thought. So he has it, too.
So
It's different. Oh, wait, no, that's a watch.
That's a watch, but
That's
it's
a watch.
still the left wrist.
I'm less inclined to read into that.
He does not, but then he's
guy does
working.
not.
He's working,
Yeah,
though.
he's
He's
in
in his
uniform.
uniform.
What about the civilians?
Left wrist. Left wrist.
Are those watches or are those
I
bangles?
think those are all watches.
Yeah, those
except
are
that
watches.
might be... They're all on the left wrist, though. Except for people who are in uniform.
Like, watches I'm less inclined to read into.
That is a bangle.
Uh,
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
That's a bangle.
Yep. Because we've
Are
noticed
you
something.
from Lestalem?
They may. The reason that we're looking at this is it occurred to us as we were playing
Wait a
in
minute,
some of
wait a
our
minute,
off
wait a minute,
time that in the city of Lestalem,
Right now.
all of the men are wearing some color of metal bangle on their left wrist. All of them. Mm-hmm. And so we're wondering, because that city, the culture there has that rule of men work like the menial labor.
These
and
both have...
Yeah, they have that same sort of thing. And the females all work the power plants. And I can't tell so
does
far if
not.
there's a practical reason for that or if it's a cultural thing. And so we had a theory running for a little while that maybe the metal bangles were, to take a dark tone, sort of the equivalent of like Yellow Star armbands, because Lestalem is now an imperially controlled territory.
And has been for a little while
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm not 100%
So-
sold on that, just because I would think if that was the case, that the females would have them too, and they don't.
Of course,
So-
I haven't looked at the women who aren't in uniform.
I have,
Have you?
and they don't have them.
Okay.
So, the curious phenomenon of only the males having them, I don't know, I do wonder if it means something.
Yeah. I'm a little bit weirded out by all the guys who aren't working having something on their left wrist, just like the bangles. And some of them have the bangles too.
I mean, most people who wear watches wear them on their left wrist.
That's
Like,
true.
let's just... let's not read too much into something that's minuscule.
Somebody you know?
Hey, look, we have stuff on our
You
left
just
wrists.
once, back at Hammerhead.
Now that you mention it, you were chatting someone up.
And I remember
She's
I actually
real
did see
knowledgeable
her.
about wildlife.
in
She
Hammerhead.
teaches a
Yeah,
thing or two.
yeah.
Go on and
She was over next to the Cullis truck.
Yeah. The weapons truck, which is, of course, where Gladio went.
And since we know she's actually secretly the Red Cap killer, then maybe she's shopping for her off-duty gear.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick this up first.
Because this lady, as nice as she looks, is apparently secretly a frickin' demon hunter.
Well, of course, she's the kid of an explorer.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm rather busy at the moment.
She's also got like 5 PhDs.
Wait, who you got? And what do you need now?
Nothing.
You're saying you distracted me for nothing? This won't do. It won't do at all. Precious seconds down the drain. How am I to make up for them? Of course. You boys can help me.
Okay.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking I could use a few extra hands for catching frogs, to be precise.
Wait, what? Frogs?
And if you're thinking any old frog will do, wrong. You're not getting off that easily. Only the red frog native to Ulster suits my needs.
So
You need to
Japanese.
get me an elbow deep down at the slough. With that, I'll get back to my work. Remember, it's red frogs, and make sure they're fresh.
And Noctis is just like, what just happened? It's like, I feel mildly confused.
Let's see.
Also, I guess I should take a nap because I don't want
Yeah,
to.
it's getting dark.
I do not want to go out there.
That was overwhelming.
Let's hope it'll be edifying as well.
How did you manage to talk to her?
Oh, you know me.
I can connect to anyone, unless I care about them, and then I get awkward.
Yep. As long as I don't care about them, I can talk to anybody. Which,
It's bedtime.
you know, I kind of understand that.
So let's see. Shield says, I think I should play anything. I've broken Sims 3, did fix it. Broken Fallout New Vegas and fixed it. Broken Fallout 3 and Sims 2 and gave up on Fallout 3, and now I'm still looking to fix for Sims 2.
Whew. And we are all playing King's Knight right now. Iggy is smirking. I think that means he's winning.
Yeah, and Marcus asks, what's with this left wrist obsession?
Uh-oh.
We're not sure yet.
We haven't figured that out.
Because I think there's something to the fact that all of the males of the city of Lestalem have those
Boss.
bangles on the left wrist.
Special.
You
That looks
want
like
me
a
to?
shot out of friggin' Devil May Cry.
You want me to keep it? Uh-oh. Oh! Look at the one fighting Gladia.
Oh,
Its
God,
head was...
Its head is turned around.
So it's looking at him.
Oh, that is
That's
creepy.
disturbing.
What is Iggy doing? What are you doing?
I'm saving this one. We can delete it later.
I would like that if you were facing the light.
Duh.
A little oversaturated there.
Perfect timing. Not bad.
Overexposed.
Are you in...
Okay, though also overexposed.
I swear half your photos are selfies.
Not actually that bad.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay.
Like, his eyes don't look like a demon.
Yeah.
I swear
Aw.
half your photos are selfies.
You closed your eyes on a selfie.
That's because he's doing the happy little squee face. My favorite little emoji face.
That's true. Alright, Sonya.
So,
I guess
that
you-
was the one.
I guess you can save his squinty face.
Squinty face. Alright. Okay.
Let's see.
Dave dog tag or no, Sonya's nearest. Why did you default to the vegging out?
So, Celtic says, I don't wear watches at all. I kept destroying them when I was younger at work, and they just get in the way of lifting. Yeah, I used to all the time, and I just sort of fell out of the habit of it for a while.
Come on. On my way.
Were you were searching for the last ebony,
Yes.
weren't you?
Shopping for coffee. Because I think it was when my last watch that I wore regularly died. I just didn't take the time to replace the little cell battery.
And then we got one, and then it didn't have a battery in it.
And I haven't taken it to a jeweler to get one put into it.
in,
So
yeah.
I've got this really nice.
That I bought for him.
Yeah, it was a gift that she got for me when we were in New Mexico. You guys can probably hardly see it because of the size of the face cam. It's a nice little, it's a metal, essentially bangle style wrist, what'd you call it, like a wristband sort
Yeah.
of thing, that is covered in dark leather with some Native American made silver all over it. So it looks really, really nice. It just isn't functional as a watch.
Because it doesn't have a battery.
Yeah, it lacks power. So one of these days I'll fix it. And then I'll start wearing a watch again. Let's see here. So, Pyro says, why did your character get a fancy car from the future and everyone else's cars that are vaguely from the 40s to 60s?
Ah!
The answer to that question is because
We are from a city
the
that's
city...
far more advanced.
Yeah, the capital city essentially walled itself off from the surrounding world about 30 years ago, and while technology and automotives, etc., continue to advance inside the city, then everywhere around them essentially didn't. So they're still stuck with antiquated technology, because the city of Insomnia didn't really see fit to export their stuff all that much.
Mostly because most people didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is, in fact, an answer for the anachronism.
Tell me if you hear it.
And some of the technology from the city is in fact regarded, oh, right there,
Yep.
as somewhat legendary, because some of the more advanced pieces of technology are,
Really hard to come by.
yeah, increasingly rare.
Especially after things that happened that I'm not going to say. Because spoiler. Oh. I could have sworn there was a froggy up here.
Let's just say the city is even less accessible now than it once was.
Mm-hmm. Froggy? I'm not hearing the froggies as well.
Let's see. Paris says the city of insomnia? Does it never sleep? Well,
No, it doesn't actually.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
actually part of why it's supposed to be called that.
Yeah.
Because it's basically this world's New York City.
Yeah.
So it really is like that kind of super skyscraper, gigantic,
Yeah,
huge city.
The city takes a lot of cues aesthetically and like functionally from major modern cities.
Yeah.
Like
So-
one can see a lot of similarities from not just New York but also Tokyo.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent like Los Angeles.
Hang on a sec.
I hear it. Getting closer. I love this track. Feeling colder. No, turn around, turn around. I think it's on their left. That way.
I was just here.
No, like, keep going.
There it is.
Bingo.
Take care you don't hurt it.
Here we go.
Now there's only one left. And it's actually really cool. The whole reason why she's looking for these frogs actually does come up later.
Oh, yeah. Because they are a mutation that...
Only recently showed
yeah,
up.
It came about suddenly, and no one's entirely sure why. At least at this juncture.
Oh,
Although it does, to get a little spoilery, it does imply that mutations spurred from Star Scourge, at least in small doses, aren't necessarily malevolent.
no, but once they get
Yeah, like-
super
Oversaturation obviously causes
big
the aggressive
problems.
tendencies. One question that I've had for a while, though, that I had hoped, to speak vaguely, that comrades might explain that it didn't, is why, even though they're living in just as inundated an environment
No Imperials. I'm looking for a frog.
as the animals, why don't people get all Star Scourgified like the mutated animals living outside the city?
I don't know. Maybe they purge everyone who does to get dark.
I mean, I guess, except I would think people would all stay, like, inside if that were the case. And they don't. Or, like, at least wear, like, respirators or something.
I heard scary noises, but I don't see any enemies.
Precipitation.
No! No rain. That's extra sound that's gonna make it hard to hear the... Tell me if you hear Froggy.
You checked that rock over there to your right?
Didn't actually realize I could get over here. Because I thought it was too far in the water. Not that it's there.
Apparently it isn't there. Worth checking. I don't hear it. I see a shiny though.
Magitech engine. It's close.
No, it's not. No, it's
it
not.
isn't.
No, it's not.
Shut up, Iggy.
I refuse. If I refuse to believe it's real, then it's not real. It's not really here.
Pyro says, can you also lick these frogs to get super high? I don't know, maybe. Because they do look a little like poison dart frogs. I thought I heard it for a second.
I did too, but it's really faint.
Yeah. Maybe up near the rock ridge.
Could have sworn I'd been all over this rock ridge, but
You've crisscrossed this whole area. It's around here somewhere.
oh, whoops.
See ya, Chocobo.
I feel like they're quieter in this this edition
Yeah.
because they were loud on console.
Whereas this one frog LSD coffee a day keeps the Star Scourge thingy you set away. LSD frog coffee. That's how insomnia stays awake.
No, Ebony. I think it's Ebony.
Ebony coffee. Oop,
I hear it.
Oh, it's real close.
This way. It's this way.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Next to this rock. Oop, nope, on your left. You're close. It's right around here.
Where are you? Nobody step on it. Are you hidden down here? It's the last one.
And let me tell you, this quest, as audio-centric as it is, on a TV that doesn't have great speakers, was agony. Close.
I hear it. It's like right over here, I think. Huh? Huh?
Where are you? You're like right on top of it.
Where is it?
Where?
There!
Oh. I think you literally were on top of it.
I think I was.
Nice work, Not.
He's like, finally! This thing, this is what I'm here for. This.
Give me a favor.
Yeah.
Alt F10.
All the bounce has gone out of me.
Let's present the whole to Sanya.
Huh. A gift of frogs for a lady. There's a first for everything.
Alt 10.
Apologies if you guys just got a stutter, because occasionally I'm going to have her Alt F10 because I'm gathering footage for my review.
Minutes, it's over. Sudden weather changes. Did we see a rainbow?
No, Prompto. No, I don't think we will. I looked.
Narp.
I looked for you, buddy. We're just gonna... I'm not gonna walk that.
Steve says maybe that's the coffee Agnes is always drinking. Just spiked with a little frog enzyme, I guess you might call it.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change. What do you mean for a change?
Wanna know the saddest part?
Due to road closures, we are sold out of ebony coffee for the foreseeable future.
In other words, damn you, Empire!
How dare you cut off the ebony
Oh
supplies!
crap, they're out.
See this?
Can't let him see.
Be crushed.
It's like nobody should. And Gladio's like looking over his shoulder. Oh shit! There
Okay,
he is!
he's right
There he
there.
is! No!
He noticed.
Yep, it's done.
He noticed.
It's we tried. I'm sorry. Hi, Sonya.
Look at all these lovelies. Thank you, boys. Now my research is spread along.
Research.
From longer nights to earthquakes, there's been a lot of strange phenomena of late. The world's out of whack, and there's no end to the mysteries that want for solving.
Mysteries like frogs.
Yep.
Yep, you see, red frogs only appeared recently. We don't know what gave rise to the mutation. But this tiny critter could hold the key to the world's mysteries in its webbed feet.
In other words, we understand
Fascinating
DNA.
stuff, right? When can you help again?
Couldn't say right now.
Well, when you can, you let me know. For now, here's a token of my thanks for finding the frogs. You earned it.
It's like, oh.
Because yeah, this does imply even that Lucian scientists, God, I cannot talk,
You can't talk.
are aware of genetic science and DNA, and because of them having
Last name Jaeger, if I'm not
Thanks, Iggy.
mistaken.
Took you long enough to make the connection.
Sonya who?
Sanya Jaeger, famed professor of biology. Her works have been published the world over.
Whoa, she's a big deal? You sure don't get that impression.
Anyway, because they have cell phones, they have advanced communications technology, at least cellular signal. I also think they have sat phone technology.
Yep, due
because of
to
the fact that the Kingsglaive seen in especially the Kingsglaive film have the little like earpieces, and we know that electronic tracking devices are a thing in this universe at this point in time, which pretty much don't work unless you're able to triangulate via a GPS system the device's position. So that to me implies that Lucis, if not maybe just the City of Insomnia, has some degree of a space program. So, it is interesting to see the anachronism of
no,
the...
I didn't. I meant to actually yes.
Oh, well.
Oh well, you're finished
The-
talking.
yeah.
That's fine.
The conflicting, like, 50s style outside the city technology against the, I'd argue, even further... well, I said, like, less...
Knox,
Pronto!
you mix to whatever catches my eye? But what do you want to see?
Me.
Me, I guess?
No prob. Leave it to me.
Fun fact.
No, I was kidding.
Fun fact. Whenever he asks that, if you ask for any of the others, he's like, okay, I guess I can do that. The only one he gets excited to take pictures of is Noctis. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Mm-mm. Okay.
So, like, I'd argue that the Empire has an even further stunted level of technology, aside, of course, from their Magitech pursuits, because the rest of their stuff is fairly low-tech, like, aside from their airships. Their actual, like, infantry rank-and-file gear, it all looks archaic, and they're just carrying simple firearms, so... I actually like this track.
I did too. This is from Kingsglaive, in case you were wondering.
It's from the Galadian market in Insomnia.
In a very brief scene, but I love the song anyway.
I think they only played like 30 seconds of this.
Well, it was a really... Hey, look, more people whose risks I can study.
It should be a nice change of pace.
But,
Can I
yeah.
just hang out and drink with Crow and Libertas?
No.
That seems fun.
No, we can't.
Hey guys,
Hey, guys, let me see your
what
wrists.
you wearing? Yeah, watches.
Both watches.
Okay. So you guys are probably not Lestalamies. What would you call Lestalem?
I don't know.
Yeah. Lestali, maybe?
Show you what I can really do.
Oh, I need the link strike. Why do you pull our belt? Oh, I have no choice. I have no choice.
So like I says, this is something I don't see often. Vi playing and Kin doing chat. Yeah. Reason is, I am currently fighting a migraine. I do not feel well at all. My energy level is nil.
Ah!
So I told her she has the con and could choose the game even.
It's just me. But I felt kind of bad taking those.
They tried to eat us.
But out in the wild, it's kill be killed.
Besides, we left the little ones
Personally, I
alone.
prefer the former.
But yeah,
Also, they're delicious.
they are delicious. Also, we're here looking for a hunter who is dead, which means they probably killed him. Yeah, look. Killed and eaten.
All that was left was his footwear.
Glad we found it. Time to make another delivery.
But yeah, we think the, other than the Magitech, the Empire seems to be even further behind.
Yeah. And you can even sort of see that in the structure of their government as well. Because the Emperor seems to only really have a few attendants with any real actionable influence. Like, clearly there are a few people that are around him in his circle. I don't think they could make calls without his say-so, though.
No.
Not normal.
Compared against, say, the Kingdom of Lucis, and yeah, they're still a monarchy, and that is an archaic system. However, especially in Kingsglaive,
they have a council.
yeah, one can see the extensive council of whatever comprises their, what would you call it? Oh man, can you change it? That is really distracting right now. I don't know why. I think it's the vocals.
Yeah.
Crap, what's...
Council.
No, the Parliament. Because it's never said out loud what exact role those people serve, whether it's a Congress, a Parliament, etc. One can tell,
they
though,
might
that...
just be advisors, but they all probably have their own thing that they preside over.
Yeah, and there are so many of them. Clearly, the king doesn't have that many advisors. Those people serve a function. So the Lucian government is a bit more, like, compartmentalized and therefore structured such that the king isn't controlling everything at all times.
I'm sure he's the one who picked each of them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But and I'm sure he takes anything they say into advisement when he does stuff. But the minutia and day to day probably is theirs to deal with, provided that there isn't something big.
Yeah. So the Lucian government seems more comparable to like the UK.
Yeah, except a little bit more.
A little more centralized. Heavy. Yeah.
Because the king does actually do stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Like he is the final say. If he doesn't like it, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. The Empire, as far as I can tell, is completely centralized.
Yeah, it's him and the Chancellor and probably military.
Yeah, there's him, there's the Chancellor, there's the High Commander, and I don't even think...
Maybe the research head?
I don't think he holds a government station. I think he's... Due to the fact that he tells Ravis in that one scene that the military is at his disposal, he is a military officer. That's essentially him saying, I am at your command. So I don't think he holds at least an equal governmental station to even Ravis.
Good work, boys. This tag ought to give the family of the ball.
His hands are filthy.
Yeah, they are.
Not that I'm surprised, but...
We have never seen that man rest. So...
No. Like... We'll show up, do all this, and then he's gone.
He's away somewhere else. Does he even have a car, or does he just hoof it everywhere? Because people do talk about seeing hunters on chocobos, except there's never one, like, curled up next to Dave, so...
I don't know. Is that a... That's a whiz. And aha!
More quests! Oh god, Sonya and Dave, there they go.
I think Dave knows who she is. The red cat killer.
Okay, this is a dated line. Sorry, I must have missed this earlier. When Noct was picking up the frog.
Oh, the
yes.
I thought that too. I'll be frank. I did think that too when we first did that. That's exactly. We made a Lion King reference.
I shouldn't have gone that loud. That made my head hurt. Worth it though.
Was it worth it? We're gonna go map point, and we're gonna go to the Chocobo post.
Marcus says, wait, why wouldn't they be aware of DNA? Just because of the assumption in most cases that fantasy can't come in the form of a modern setting.
Yeah. A lot of fantasy ignores things like DNA.
Yeah.
But they very clearly have a very good understanding of it. Not even necessarily just the Lucis, but also
the Empire.
Also the Empire.
Because they do genetic research.
They do genetic research.
They even do genetic tampering. So, it's just a means of essentially putting a pin on the timeline of, compared to actual modern technology, how far along they are.
Yeah.
Say, y'all get bored of my chow?
Yeah.
I mean, they do serve the same thing all the time.
Gishel chips.
I'm thinking, I gotta spice up the old menu. I want to be more particular about vegetables. Y'all see something nice, you can bring round a bushel, all right? Okay. If we see anything.
You mean if Iggy says point that out?
Yes, basically if Iggy says do this thing, we found it.
Yeah, Iggy root is actually really coming. Oh, pardon me.
Are you alright? Yep, here you go, bud.
So, y'all reckon this veg can spice up a menu, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, look at that grimace.
Like something good?
I don't eat it, so...
Like tasty.
I'll say so.
I haven't eaten it.
Myself in the kitchen, start cooking.
Because I hate vegetables.
You should try.
It tastes like
like really nasty. I mean, it tastes delicious.
Like Iggy says, it's good. That is how it tastes. Mm-hmm. And you would never question the judgment of a chef of his caliber.
Timing, son.
Why? What's that?
Wild chocobo went and got
This is the one that's down by Hammerhead.
He's all running for her life, all desperate like.
Don't worry. We'll find her.
He's like, I'll find the chocobo. Poor chocobo. It's like, as long as it doesn't have anything to do, we'll eat that in the morning. Deal? Deal? Okay, Iggy, I'll actually eat the sandwich. Just stop giving me the stare. Stop making me try to eat beans, you guys.
What was it, Ron?
So he hopes to bring in customers by expanding the menu.
It ain't easy, the restaurant business.
And it's got nothing to do with his chocobos either.
Whatever it takes to make ends meet.
Starting to sound like a real commoner, Your Highness.
Diversify your income streams.
And we didn't get to hear the what is it running from
Yeah.
line. That's okay.
So that guy says, alright, so I'm going to do you a solid, start paying you back for the years of free entertainment. How would you feel about getting Hollow Knight? I can't say I actually know much about Hollow Knight. I just know I think it's a platformer. Aside from that, I don't really know anything, so... Cool?
Also, he would be
Question mark?
playing it because I am bad at platformers.
So, I certainly appreciate the sentiment. I don't know enough about that game to necessarily get excited. I don't know.
That's still the red book, isn't it? I think it's red.
I can't
Yes.
tell.
I think it's always red when we're at a camp. And Noctis is nodding off.
Yeah, if you watch, he's about to startle himself. Assuming this is the usual animation cycle.
He might have fallen for realsies asleep this
I
time.
think he may have actually nodded off. Oh,
Oh,
there he goes.
I was like, oh, wait. Nope, no one saw anything.
Okay.
Buddy, just go in. Go to bed. It's okay.
Let's see.
Perfect timing.
Is he getting stabbed?
No, he just did the stabbing.
No, I mean, is Prompto getting stabbed right now to take that picture?
Oh!
Oh, and that guy has
Oh,
sent us
hey.
a gift.
Thank you very much.
So-
I'll check that out.
So, maybe it's going right behind Prompto.
It's
maybe,
a close
Maybe
call.
Prompto was taking a picture and something was behind him and about to kill him, and so Iggy is like, not on my watch.
I will save you.
Aww.
That one's pretty
That
good.
one stays. That's
Look at this poser.
That's pretty good.
shut up.
Again with the damn filter!
Gladio?
Yeah, that's Gladio. I just don't know what's going on.
Now that's what I call a good shot.
You do?
No, I think that might have
Why?
been. I don't know. That's him being stupid. That is legit him being on the back of the regalia, being an idiot.
Uh-huh. 100%.
You and your smug little. Yeah, when I said to take pictures of us, I meant good pictures. Okay, any others that you wanted to save?
Nah, that's fine. So, yeah, anyway, yeah, I'll check Hollow Knight out fairly soon. Can't guarantee I'll make much room for it in the recording schedule, although, at your request, I'll see if I can find
Guys.
someplace for it.
Hey guys.
Morning.
Back at you.
Hi Iggy.
Although I certainly appreciate it.
Gladio. Hey Gladio.
Morning.
Sup?
You're so tall. Look at you.
Well, what is his canon height? 6'5"?
I think it was like 6'7".
6'7"?
He's a giant.
He's freaking huge.
I mean, he's a full head higher than Noctis. And Noctis is like 5'7".
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he's-
Noctis is not that short.
He's just shy of average height, so... Let's see.
Gladio's just a giant.
oh.
Let's just be honest.
Jill says, we have flashing lights in front of my house.
Oh no!
I hope your neighbors are okay.
I hope everybody involved is okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Marcus says, I don't know why, I just can't think of a setting with sports cars and cell phones not being aware of things like DNA. No, I agree.
No,
I
we
completely
agree. It's just that it's canon.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
that
there
they
are-
have to be aware of it.
There are a few other modern fantasy stories that have comparable levels of mechanical technology that for whatever reason don't have that level of
Like biology and
yeah,
such.
like biomedical understanding, which I do find a weird thing,
Yep.
except several stories have weirdly done that. And I'm glad to see that this one doesn't.
Fast travel, yes please.
Let's see. That guy says, it's a Metroidvania. I've got a feeling you'll like it. Cool. Alright. Because I do love me some action side-scrollers, even though I don't play all that many of them these days.
Not bad.
Because I grew
Such
up on
bad.
that sort.
I am such bad. I have tried, and I am such bad. That's why he's always the one to control those.
We need
Always.
to replenish our supply of curatives.
Because once upon a time, platformers were my preferred genre. I was like 10 at the time.
Oh, dude. This is not...
Oh wow, you can actually like make out the text.
Glass must be full before and after delivery. This is not a computing pump. Gallons delivered. Limit. Gallon. Indications must be at 0 when delivery is begun under penalty of law. And gill per gallon. So we're actually getting a really good thing because that's 121 gill per gallon.
Or is that $1.21? Maybe it is 121. So yeah, we're... Wait, hold up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a QR code. Holy crap.
Hang on.
Take a picture.
How do I... no.
R2.
Oh, whoops. Oops.
Holy crap.
How do I zoom?
R2. That is a QR code.
It's got the Insomnian numbers.
It does, although maybe it'll do something if you take a picture with it
So
with the in-game camera.
Take photo.
Center it. There you go.
No.
So yeah, take photos R1. There you go. Hang on. Since I don't know if that's a good enough angle, let me see real quick.
I trust you.
Let's see if I can like flatten it. Oh, there's one on the side of this one too. Raptor, move! Raptor! Move! Move it! Thank you. Here we go.
No! There.
This is more of a flat plane.
Can we get any further in?
Oh, hang on. Cool.
Turn off engine. Keep nozzle away from eyes and skin. Do not put fuel in unauthorized containers.
I wonder if that actually goes to anything. Here you go.
I don't know. I'm curious now. That
So
makes
am
me
I.
happy.
That's interesting.
Let me zoom in on that one.
Alright, let's see.
Hang on, I need to... Excuse me, sir. Look. Look at their wrists.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually eating the fries
Yeah.
from here.
Ah, look at that chocobo drawing on the wall.
What?
Over there. Chocobo.
Hopefully I won't get stuck. I can't.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
It won't let me, at least right now. Maybe I already have.
Waiting for you.
Oh, no. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean
So, we
it. Sorry.
ready for a feast?
No. Sorry. I was trying to jump because I'm slow. What? What the? I didn't... No! Run! No! No!
Ken is waiting for you.
No! I refuse. You can't make me.
The crow is calling.
You can't make me.
Alright, let's see.
I
guess
could
it's-
really chuck one back right now.
Me too, man. Me too. I guess this is a pretty good looking game. Lots of grass and vistas. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of the most gorgeous games I've played in a long time.
I mean,
and
look at this.
remarkably well optimized.
It's so
Like,
pretty.
I know I have a powerful PC.
This is not at its highest settings.
Yeah, this is not running at max, and yet I'm running it at decently high settings and still getting a smooth 60 FPS.
That's a bangle.
Yep, that's silver. The other guy's got a watch.
You.
Is the guy against the wall?
Oh, wait, no, we can't tell. Because his
Angle the
hand.
camera down.
He does have something.
He does. I think that's a watch, though. So, some of these guys still have those metal things. I don't know if that means
Means
something.
something.
Howdy,
I
boys.
feel like it must.
Hey,
I do want to go double check Lestalem
would you mind
again.
helping me track down some
Sure.
more tags?
As soon as I run out of Dave tags and Sonya.
You and I know there's no end to the Dave tags.
There are when you can't get to them anymore without doing story missions.
Are any of his locations...
Meldaccio.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I hear the frogs! The Sonya sound!
I know, that's what I'm doing. I'm purposefully doing this so that you don't have to, because I love you very, very much.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Yes.
Because I hate these quests.
I know you do.
I can hardly overstate my absolute loathing for this quest line.
I know. Oh, I was hoping there was going to be a shiny. There is a shiny.
So,
I win.
let's see. Shield says, it seems to be something about the house next door that's empty because it was just purchased and getting remodeled. Somebody may have...
Broken in.
It
Yeah.
isn't you boys again. Come to offer your support for our
That
research
outfit,
effort?
though.
Well, how very heartening.
We're not here to...
Now, it just so happens
He
I
cannot
already
say no.
know what I need you to fetch me this time. Off you go now.
And you know, he's a genuinely nice guy because all of this is under his decision.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like every time we stop to help someone on the side of the road, it's because Noct said pull over.
Mm-hmm.
So he is incapable of saying no to any of his citizens who needs help.
You can't
Like-
repel enthusiasm of that magnitude.
Yep.
Was that an Akbar reference?
Yes.
Prompto. God damn.
But he makes Star Wars jokes all the time.
Yeah. Apologies. Chocolate
munching.
and sugar.
Help his headache.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I think Star Wars exists in this universe.
It must, because he constantly
He
references
does.
it.
He does. And I think he only references it because Noctis understands. So I think they're Star Wars nerds.
Because they're the nerds in this part.
They're also Assassin's Creed's nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me wonder if maybe the Chocobo song is actually from Final Fantasy, the game series, in this, and that's how we're getting all the CDs with the music, because they're finding the OSTs.
I didn't even think about that.
So they have played.
The Final Fantasy games are actual games in
Yes.
the Eos world.
Yes. That's what I think. That's my headcanon. Let's see. Alright, where is this? Not that far. You're much further. So we're gonna go to the frogs first. Oh, dude! Hello, sir! 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 I must ask. You do. He has a gold bangle.
What?
He has a gold bangle. Sir, hold still. See? He has a gold bangle.
So he does.
They're not all dressed like the Lestalem guys dress either. Because they do have a very unique style
Yeah.
in Lestalem.
They like all wear polo shirts.
Yeah.
Yup. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's why I think we're getting all these soundtracks. Is because we look through all of the
Yeah.
music sections and we're like,
And Ms. T says, I love that headcanon. Wonder which one is their favorite. And whether they're eagerly awaiting the release of FF15.
I bet FF15 is based on the real world version of the prophecy. That is Noctis's prophecy. I think that Prompto would like 7 because it's so wacky, but also serious. I think Noctis would get super nerdy about that. He might like 12.
I think Iggy would like 12.
Iggy would like 12. If they could make him sit down long enough to...
Yeah.
Which, that's the problem. Iggy is always doing something.
Gladio, I think, would be all about FF4, because it's all about knights and honor and duty and all that.
Wait, hang on. Okay, it's blue. Alright.
There's a Vortooth chasing the car.
Dogs chase cars, you know?
Holy
Didn't
shit!
you know?
I've just
Keep
never seen them
driving,
do
Iggy.
that.
Keep going!
Whoa! That's actually a little scary, because they were moving fast.
Vortooths are really fast. That's why I never try to outrun them on Chocobo. Because half the time they can, like, cut me off. If I get hung up on a plant. I'm just like, it's not worth it. But, yeah. My headcanon is that the FF games are real, and that's why they know the Chocobo song. Noctis.
Because we had the theory for a while
Noctis.
that
Kiddo.
the
Thank you.
victory fanfare was from King's Knight.
But it's not, because we have played King's Knight.
Because I've now played King's Knight, and
It is not.
It has its own victory song.
But Prompto does the victory song, and everybody's like, sounds like he's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, the times that he and Noct had the most fun, they were at the arcades or playing video games. So I think that's why he does that.
Yeah, like clearly it's from some game.
Mm-hmm. I think it's from Final Fantasy. More frogs. Here we go. I don't know which one would be Noctis's favorite. I feel like he'd want one with a happy ending, even if he wouldn't say so.
And probably one that doesn't force the main character into their circumstances, considering
Yeah, that they can
his
choose it.
circumstances. Yeah. So in that regard,
I'll say I'm amazed.
maybe 10?
He might like 10.
Because,
See?
yeah.
This sounds like you're having fun.
Because everyone.
And look at that
in-
smile. Did you see that smile? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Because everyone in Final Fantasy X, as far as the core party, are
They've
there
chosen it.
of their own elective volition.
How much you want to bet he teared up when he found out about Yuna?
Oh, yeah.
He totally did. Impromptu probably swore never to tell anybody else.
You noble soul.
And can you imagine what that's gonna mean?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing.
Frog.
Ooh, frog. I said nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing is happening. Everything is fine and hunky dory. And this game is happy. It's happy road trip fun times.
Themes of sacrifice for the greater good are completely irrelevant to this story and never factor in ever. Shut up.
I love you, Noctis. Buddy. Best bud.
'Cause he's a cool kid.
You won't get that yet. You will later.
Because I think we talked about this on a Comrade stream. I'll cut it down to the condensed version for you guys.
I got a Ranker Tomberry.
The astral gods in this universe, we're gonna see more of them once we progress a little farther in the story.
And we like to... Ooh.
Because the cosmogony, those tomes that we've found here and there, aren't fictional like they are in some settings. They are actual history for this world. The gods are a real...
Yeah, how
Force.
much of that book is accurate is...
certainly there's some embellishments. The entities depicted are
they're
real people.
real, and we will come across them.
Yeah, and one of my favorites is Rama.
Because we spent an entire night, because we were having insomnia, but we were both exhausted, so we were kind of in that almost hyper...
Just chatting about some of the theories about the lore about this.
And then we went on a binge of making them kind of like high school cliques.
I caricaturized the astrals.
And then we continued to make jokes about the various astrals.
To the point of absurdity. And my favorite one among the essentially satirical versions that I made
is Judgmental Rama. And we call him that because he is the judge of the gods.
Mm-hmm. He's
and one of the things that he
souls.
was meant to do is judge the worthiness of souls.
So that means
he judges you.
Oh yeah, Rama is that guy that if he's aware of you and you do something you shouldn't, he's just up in the clouds, just like judging you.
Shit. Not
And
losing
so-
the jacket.
As
Stop
we've-
telling me to lose the jacket. You know how I feel about the scars on my back that I headcanon are definitely, absolutely 100% there.
I mean, I would think they are. Mm-hmm. So as we've chatted about this game on multiple occasions, I kept coming around again to the judgmental Rama
using
voice.
the judgmental. There he is.
So now, when you hear this voice, that's judgmental Rama.
That's judgmental.
Just so you know.
You will understand
And,
a bit better when we go through it.
And because of some things that happen to do with certain prophecies in this story, he and Bahamut have some disagreements.
Except they're not really disagreements. In our version, Bahamut is like, yes, thank you. I don't have to...
You're giving me an out. I just have to act like I don't agree. And then I'll slowly cave on my own terms.
Tomar. But I
See
don't
that guy?
hear any.
Says they're Star Wars fans, Assassin's Creed players with the apparel of a rock band that hunt down fictional animals. Truly, this is the greatest group of adventurers since the Normandy crew.
Yep.
They are certainly well-read in terms of their modern media entertainment.
And some people had canon that Gladio is reading a bunch of romance novels.
Because isn't that what the characters in his novels actually say?
I don't know. Other people had canon that he's reading essentially this world's version of The Art of War.
Also a possibility.
Or maybe it's a mix thereof. Maybe it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms Romance Edition.
Yeah, there we go.
You know?
Literally the romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yes. Like a mix of war story mixed with romance. Because I feel like that might actually be up his alley.
It's fan fiction about Lu Bu and Diao Chan.
You know, I blame Iris because I guarantee you that girl made him read her fairy tales.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, you stepped on it.
I did.
You actually stepped on it.
I didn't know such thing. Everything is fine.
Let's see. Miss T says, bribe him with enough coffee and food, and I bet Eggy would sit still long enough for 12. Yeah.
He might. The problem would be the moment either Noctis or Prompto say they're hungry, especially Noctis,
Oh, yeah.
he would be up and moving, and there would be no stopping him.
I can solve that.
Just a moment. And they're like, no, wait! You're in the middle of a boss battle. I know, I see it.
I wonder what sort of fare they serve in Dalmasca.
Nice work.
He would love Balthier.
Oh, yeah. Because for a few moments, when we first played this
We
game...
thought that they had the same voice actor.
Yeah, I thought Balthier and Iggy had the same voice actor. They don't. Interestingly, though, each of their English voice actors are South African, which is why they have that unique twist on the articulate elegance of their accents.
This is grievous misuse of the power of kings.
Ah, it's fine. Let's see. Shield is gonna have to. Oh well. For some reason, my eyes
You
completely
couldn't
just
read that,
scrambled that
could
sentence.
you?
I was just like, "What order are these words in?" Sorry. She's getting the youngest some cold medicine.
I understand they're not feeling well.
Yeah, Miss T says, "Yeah, nice try. Happy fun times. Why don't I believe you?"
Because I'm getting back at you for Supernatural. I mean, no, I'm not.
Because
There's no heartbreaking anythings of any kind.
If you know anything about Final Fantasy VI, it should tell you something that game is the favorite Final Fantasy game.
Also, oh wait, I've got
director.
I've got a better. The director of this game directed Crisis Core.
That.
And I made myself sad when I saw a fan art of Noctis and Zack together cosplaying each other. And I made it sad when I made a parallel I didn't want to make. And I sat there, I was like, oh no. He turns to me and goes, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just realized something really sad. He's like,
The
you made
common
yourself
thread.
sad, didn't you? And I'm like, yes, I did. And it was a cute, happy fan art. It was adorable. And I'm like, oh, I wonder. And I was like, I wonder why they picked, because I figured main character, why wasn't he dressed as Cloud? And then I realized.
Oh. So yeah, Miss T is just, no! All of my feels and tears and no! Sad face, sad face, sad face.
Don't worry, we fix it.
All of my sad and worry sufficiently concerned now.
You
Remember,
should be.
oh god, my finger hit a thing.
Oh, your finger hit a thing. What
Oh
have
god,
you done?
how do I get to chat again? Live stream chat? Oh god, where did chat go?
You broke it.
Chat,
Click,
what
click,
did I do?
Click check.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
One of the things I told you that first night that we started playing this for your file is that the common reading of this game's ending is, as we're hinting, a dark one. However, I think there is a completely valid alternative reading of the ending that changes everything for the lighter and actually fixes almost all the ill.
Almost.
Almost. that comes to pass. So once you've seen the ending, I'll share that with you, and it may help heal the hurt in your heart.
It helped me. It is the only reason I am not bawling while playing this right now.
The thing is, I enjoy dark stories. Miss T, you know this.
I blame you.
And I actually might prefer
Who's up for a bite?
the common, darker reading.
Except
However,
for the fact that we get to,
Yeah, we do, because it's...
sequel bait!
yeah, exactly.
You want 15-2 just as much as I want 15-2.
I do. The thing is, I am actually convinced of this theory, at least insofar as it is just as valid a reading of the ending as the common reading of the ending. So, I'm actually going to end up making a video about that.
He has
sort
the
of,
bangle.
like, game theory style, after I put out my main review for
He
this
has the bangle.
So he does. And this is more of a Lestali style, and that's the word I'm going for now.
He has the bangle.
Yeah, this is like their market.
Hang on, sir. Sir. He has the bangle.
So these people are Lestali.
Let's call it a day.
He has
He
the
has
bangle.
it.
They.
That guy's a tourist, so he's just wearing... Oh, well, he has a bangle, never mind.
Ah,
Can you...
he
Ooh,
has
he has
nothing. He is definitely tourist.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a bangle though. He has the Lestalem shoes.
Yeah, he does. Huh. Interesting.
You dream of driving the open road, but what drives you? Passion, power, Koenig's oil. Stop by your local Koenig station and ask for Koenig's oil.
I love that. Also, I love the trash can.
It's kind of like Chocobo graffiti.
Wiz Chocobo post.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. So Scarlett says, So Ken, you've read The Martian. I'm currently working on a KSP mission very similar to the Ares missions, complete with Habitat and Mars ascent vehicle. Awesome.
That's really cool.
That is super cool. Also, that is a bloody big frog. Yeah! Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are freaking dinner plate sized, although they kind of have to make them that large, because if they were any smaller, you'd never see them in this game, because of the camera.
Also, I can't wait till we can do episode Gladio.
Yeah.
Because I want...
Hey, Nat?
What?
Yeah?
I'm pretty beat. Can we call it a night and head for the hotel?
Because, yeah, I want his ability that he gets
Change your
after
mind.
that.
Let's go.
Awesome! Nap time?
Also-
Indeed.
Cool Genji Blade.
Yes. Also, shirtless Gladio.
That too.
All of the above, really, is what I want. What?
Misty says, Ken killed Chat, because, yeah, Chat's hardly moving.
You murdered it.
Rough.
How dare you?
And also, Misty said, dark stories, in quoted, can be heart. So,
I think you'll like this one.
I really do.
I think
so, too.
I think the thing that fixes it you'll also like.
Yeah.
So I think you'll like both the canon-ish
Yeah, because as
reading
I've said
that most people think.
as I've said of my critiques for this game's story, it starts all right. It gets fairly strong. It takes a hard plunge into the terrible right there in the middle, and then actually manages to climb to incredible heights just in time for the conclusion. It has a very strong ending.
It hurts. It hurts me. I was sitting there with my eyes like super wide in the hole. If I don't blink, I won't cry. I never did eat the thing at the Wiz Chocobo post that I meant to eat.
I don't know.
Oh well. Why are you taking so many of Gladio all of a sudden?
Y'all about to drop an album?
Yes.
Because there's room right in the middle of them for a logo.
Uh-huh. Aww.
Ah,
Oh, he's
his ebony.
eating his ebony.
Eating his ebony?
Shut up. Drinking his ebony.
Just chewing on the
do we-
powder.
Do we want...
Nah.
Oh my gosh, the
Wow.
saturation.
Such green.
Oh!
That one's pretty good.
That's adorable! I love it! I'm keeping it.
Check it out. Ignis is actually smiling.
Is he?
What are you implying, pray tell?
He looks like he's chewing on a lemon.
I think he's like, that's the...
Like Prompto's like, smile, and he's just like,
Are you trying to imply that I never smile? smile.
He's smiling when he's having an ebony.
Yes, he is. Oh, that is pretty.
Ooh, that is gorgeous. Photo time. Now it's picture time.
No, too much.
Gentle movements. Zoom in a little.
That's
Up. Down. Yeah, right there.
right there.
Snap. Yeah. Pretty. Let's see. That guy says, before I forget, I request that you go into Hollow Knight completely blind. No reading, no trailers, nothing. It is a magical experience if you go in without knowledge. I will certainly keep that in mind. Because I know some games, any prior knowledge can definitely take the effect out. Like, that's part of why when people ask me to do Undertale, I'm like, I really wouldn't get anything out of it, because I've seen a full Let's Play of it. Whereas Hollow Knight, like I said, I know pretty much nothing about, so if it helps that I don't, then I'll certainly keep it that way.
We're gonna wander around like this for a while. Oh my god, no we're not.
Yeah, that mess.
Ignis, did you pick this out?
It's not super complimentary.
I think Ignis picked this out.
Also, hold on, real quick. Close this real quick. What is that on his right pocket? Hold on, turn to face the light? No, I mean, like...
Nope.
Is that a suspender clip? Or is that just like a keyring thing?
Oh, I bet it hooks onto something on the jacket that goes over this.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, that's all skulls.
Oh yeah, it's all skulls. Because they're all covered in skulls for all their uniform.
That's
Wait, hold
weak.
up. Turn around, face the sun.
He has a skull and crossbone on his
He has
belt.
a skull and crossbone belt buckle.
I bet I bet he managed to sneak that one past Ignis.
Yeah.
You might put me in a suit, but I will rebel somehow.
He looks like
He looks
the
like he hates
primmest,
this.
most proper death metal singer
Yep.
I've ever seen.
He also looks like he hates this outfit. Okay, that's okay. We'll see what the royal. Yep, it hides it.
Yep.
He put that on before Ignis got there.
It also hides all the skulls
On the back.
Yeah, so maybe he picked the best in the belt.
Just to screw it up.
Just to put his own spin on it.
Just to essentially annoy everybody else who's proper and forcing him into a suit in the first place.
Because the thing is, if he's totally dressed up, you can't see it. Except he knows.
He knows. So he can feel like he's actually taking some kind of control of this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go and look for the dog tag.
Let's see. So, Misty says, well, as painful as Crisis Core was, I loved it, and it made FF7 even more my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Like I said.
Scarlett says, Iggy looked like he just tasted a bad recipe.
Bad recipe.
I'd imagine he does that a lot.
I
Let's
feel
see.
like there's something over here.
Misty says, I think it's a spot for a chain. Oh, yeah, there's a chain loop on the front, too. Okay, so yeah. So he would have a chain there, except he just doesn't have the chain for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Marcus says, so have you guys seen this game called The Hunt Showdown? Demon hunting in 1890s Louisiana.
I've seen that, yeah.
With an array of modern, for the time setting, weapons like Mosin Nagant, older weapons like the 1873 Winchester, cartridge-converted Cold Navy. Yes, I've seen a little of that. I've actually avoided seeing too many videos of it, because I'd like to play it for myself if I get the chance, and it looks like it's 100% up my alley. So, I'm hoping I get a chance to get my hands on it soon.
Now we can leave. And go get the dog tag.
This is a super elegant death metal fashion by Noctis.
Yep.
Ready for more? You bet.
Also, the cross-promotion for this game, especially in Japan proper,
It's awesome.
It's featured him for clothing lines in Japan.
Yes.
Like, as a model, the same way that Lightning was
For like some
Versace, I think. She was a digital model for.
Yeah.
Although she's now a Chinese car company mascot, because now that this game has come out, Japan is kind of tired of Lightning.
Well, honestly, I think everybody was tired of Lightning except for Square.
Yeah. Because they just kept trying to make Lightning happen, even though the rest of the world was like, stop trying to make Lightning happen!
But people like Noctis.
Yeah.
And Noctis looks dapper AF. So, you guys are just going to have to deal with me being dapper today. I felt like being dapper, alright? I would be dapper in another way if I could, which I can't, because this is not my file on console.
Because I want the coats.
No,
The
they would
kids
all
in
be.
uniform.
They would all be wearing like
hell yeah.
full 100. Prompto. You are a bad influence on Noctis.
Seatbelts are for the weak.
You are a bad influence on Noctis. That's all I can say. This is why he thinks it's okay to sit on the back. Gladio, you're also falling down on your job. Whenever Noctis does that, you need to just reach out, grab him, and yank him back into the seat.
Let's see. Marcus says, "Sweet, would love to see you teaming up with Ghost for some demon hunting." Does Ghost have that? Because if he does,
I'm assuming that means
then
yes. Oh, I forgot it's this wide.
Get up on my
Oh
priorities.
no! Wait.
Because that's
wait,
part of
wait,
why.
Wait. This is Coral Country. I don't
Oh, is
trust
this
it.
the coral one?
I don't know. I don't trust it. Do I have? Do I
It's
have?
a safety bit that you'd need. I don't think we have
Oh
one.
no.
Nope.
Oh, we don't.
If you
Oh,
want,
no. I'm
I'll fight it because I've
scared.
gotten good at fighting.
I don't know
corals.
if this is, but this is where corals have shown up before.
Yeah, they usually spawn up in these hills.
I know. I'm
Like right over here.
scared, and I have to, because I think this is the coral fight. I think this is when I find it. It's the coral fight. I think it is.
This is the corner. So
Oh no.
do that away. Yeah, like right where your camera's facing now. Corals will spawn.
Oh no.
There they
Oh,
are.
no. No. No.
I'll take them if you want.
Oh. Oh, those are vortex.
Vortex.
Vortex aren't bad. I can take out vortex. That's fine. I'm just scared to death of corals. Like.
Vortex.
Oh, did I find it?
Coral.
Oh, thank goodness it's vortex. You I can handle.
You're on fire today.
This should tell.
Alright, that guy says, "What's the hate for lightning about? I just got back from food." I mean, it's not so much hate as just, for me, complete and total disinterest. She's a really dull character to me. They
And
really pushed her very
they
hard
pushed
in their
her really
marketing,
hard.
to the point where it was like they were really trying to force her popularity instead of just letting popularity happen organically.
And honestly, part of my problem, 100%, pink hair. Like everything like almost all the marketing she was in was bright pink.
Oh yeah.
And fluorescent pink, I hate.
Mm.
Mostly because I was obsessed with it when I was younger. And then I was like, everything I own is pink. I hate this. I hate this so much I can't even stand it anymore.
Yeah,
But
like
she
that.
also... She seemed really bland
Yeah,
in most of the marketing for her. Even the marketing that was meant to hype her up.
Mhm.
So, I
think
mean,
they
we
were,
might feel different once we play 13.
I've seen enough of it played that
Ha.
I'm not convinced my mind will change. Because it just seems like they were really going for a fairly standard action hero archetype.
But she's a girl, so
Yeah.
she's supposed to be awesome.
I think they were counting on just the fact that she's a strong female counting for more than
Yeah.
I think it does. Like, a strong female character in the Final Fantasy series that's way more interesting to me,
Yuna.
Terra. Well, also Yuna, yeah. Hell, Yuna is
Yuna.
a titan of strength, even though she doesn't
Are
necessarily
you
look
kidding
like it.
me? Freaking Black
She-
Mage Summoner Yuna is like...
Oh yeah, she has the strength of will of a freaking goddess, and doesn't necessarily have to look super girly alongside that.
I mean,
she
she's
just
not
looks-
super sexed up
I mean,
or anything.
yeah, she looks
and
feminine. She's not all like sexified or anything. And
She's basically in robes.
I would argue that she's one of the most, in like classic D&D terms,
Oh.
good characters in the entire Final Fantasy franchise.
I'd say Noctis is up there too.
Yeah.
Mostly because he spends his entire time
Oh, yeah.
helping anybody who asks anything of
Yeah.
him.
'Cause
And they
that's-
even talk about it
Yeah, oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, we don't actually have to do this. And he's just like, we're just going to go. We're
just
doing
gonna do
it.
it.
We're doing it.
Because that's the thing that constitutes goodness, not just neutrality, is going out of your way for little to no expectation of reward. So not doing it for practical purposes, just doing it out of pure compassion for someone else and helping others because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Dave is like, can I pay you back? No, it's free.
Yeah.
Here we are. Nice.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so I think Noctis is one of the ones that actually is legitimately good. Like, Cloud does good things. He's a mercenary.
Yeah,
He gets
especially
paid.
at the start of that
Especially
story.
at the
Cloud
start.
is not a good person. He's
No,
neutral
he-
with somewhat good tendencies.
Yeah, he's not in it for saving the
And
planet.
I would even argue that at the conclusion of Cloud's story, he's still in it for personal reasons.
Oh, it's personal.
So, though he's good-ish, he isn't exactly a paragon.
No. And when we first found out about the dog tags, the look on Noctis's face was like heartbroken.
Yeah, like it hit him in the gut.
Yeah. And I have a bad feeling it's because he remembered some of his fallen Crown's Guard. And like maybe some of the soldiers that he knew that didn't come home.
Yeah. Because as we see in the Kingsglaive film, the Lucian infantry takes a pounding.
Yeah.
And so any of the glaives that may have helped to train him, he's probably known a few that have fallen. Crown's Guard seem to operate
and then
outside
there's,
of the city, so...
There's when he was a kid.
Yeah. The,
and he was attacked.
yeah, the retinue that fell getting him and Regis out.
And knowing how much he cares just about random people, you can't tell me this boy did not know the name of every single one of his Crown's Guard.
I'm sure there was some survivor's guilt for that.
Are you kidding? He has survivor's guilt over Luna.
Yeah.
Wow, the condition is superb. Here's your hard-earned reward. Now then, let's see what answers I can coax out of this.
But like he feels guilty about what happened in Tenebrae 12 years ago when he was wheelchair bound, and there was literally he was 8 years old. There was nothing he could have done.
Yeah.
He still feels bad that he made it out and Luna and Ravis didn't.
Yeah.
And that their mom died.
Yeah.
Like he still feels guilty that he didn't die.
Oh, yeah.
Or get captured. I'm like, kid, stop. Buddy. You need therapy.
Although, I am glad to see, though, that when he's confronted... I don't think y'all have seen this yet. You will soon. Yeah. When he's confronted with Ravis face-to-face, though, he doesn't crumble.
No,
Despite
gets
feeling the guilt
so
for
upset.
Ravis's mom. He gets angry.
Yeah. Both Bengals.
Can you zoom the camera in on their cards? I'm curious to see if they're, like, conventional playing cards. Like, zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, they have pictures.
No, put that back down.
Dude.
Is that a Ronin?
No, I think that's some sort of explorer, because it looks like he's a walking stick.
Yeah.
And that's Eos in a moon shape. Dude, these are cool cards.
I want the... And they're not the common suits. Look, there's lightning.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a throne.
So, we have lightning, we have water. We have...
I would assume
Maybe-
that cross is like Earth, maybe?
Yeah, and then there was a star shape.
Yeah. Interesting.
I want these.
So much detail in this game, man.
Also, that 8 was really cool looking.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That 8 just looks cool. Sorry, we're good.
Anyway. Checking out details.
Yep. But yeah, like, Noctis is one of the genuinely good characters. Yuna is definitely, like...
Oh, yeah. One of the
Like,
strongest
hardcore.
and most good characters in the entire series. So yeah, I just
We're
think
gonna
they
go
were
chase
pushing...
that chocobo now.
I think they were pushing Lightning a little too hard, and I don't think she was interesting enough to live up to the hype. Personal opinion.
I don't wanna try... Okay, hang on. I need to study my map a little bit.
Like, hell, Aranea in this game, to me, is more interesting than Lightning. Even though they fill similar roles, Aranea just has more personality.
Okay, so the Three Valleys parking lot. Let's see if I can't get there without.
Let's see. Okay, so in regard to Hunt, Marcus says, no, I don't think he does. I just said it would be cool. Or playing with Noah with regard to whether or not Ghost has it. Also, there's this game called Hard West, which is a sort of dark western that plays like XCOM. That sounds like it's up my alley. Is it on Steam? Because if so, I'll have to check that out.
Okay. I found a closer place so we don't have to sit here for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Mystique says, I want those cards. They look so cool.
I know.
Square, why don't you sell them?
Also, Square,
Or
why can't you...
A car magnet of
okay.
the regalia symbol,
That.
because I
Also,
want one.
Square,
If you wish
I
to
know
wait,
in the Square Enix Cafe in Tokyo, you have leather regalia symbol keychains. I want one.
Can't you export just a
Can't
few
you
of them?
export it, please?
Just add
please.
international shipping to your online store.
I would buy like half your store. Not
Please.
even joking. Not that's not even me being lol, I would do that. No, I mean I would. Like legit would. 100%. I want it. I need a new keychain.
Let's see.
Please,
Oh, cool.
Square.
Pyro says, I still have those playing cards that came with one of the editions of Fable 3. That's cool.
Okay, we're gonna chase that chocobo.
Yeah, I think are they in my desk? I think they are. I have a cool collector's... Yeah, here they are. Collector's set of playing cards that are circa World War II that my grandpa gave me that are from the Navy. You guys can hardly see this because of
Yeah, you're not
the
gonna be
camera.
able to see this very much, but
It's, at this point, horribly sexist. However, cool piece of history. Because it's a lady in, like, sailor garb.
yeah.
With
and
the
says,
text of...
Gee, I wish I were a man. I'd join the Navy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Navy is recruiting now.
Yeah. So it's Navy recruiting propaganda. It's just the age of them and the nice condition they're still in. Like, they're one of my favorite possessions, too. Mm-hmm. Not that I endorse necessarily the message, just cool piece of history.
Of course, now, ladies, you want to join the Navy? Join the Navy.
Join the friggin' Navy. Do like
Do
my
it.
mom did. Hunt submarines.
Do it. Be awesome.
Because, yeah, cool story. My mom was in the Navy during the Cold War and tracked Russian submarines.
She's an awesome lady. I love her.
Oh, yeah. Super cool. Oh, also, I didn't tell you earlier because I got that phone call.
Yeah.
That's MRI that she was going in.
Is everything okay?
Came back totally clean.
Whew.
So yeah, because we had
That's
a
great.
concern. I mentioned a few months ago that like the reason that I left town for a little while, the whole cause for the Nutmonger series, is because my mom had a cancer issue. Luckily, it was caught early, all removed. However, the radiation caused some issues, so she had.
Oh, hang on. I have to help someone.
Okay. She had some internal stuff showing up, and
I can't just leave my car and walk home.
yep. So she was concerned that maybe the radiation treatment had agitated some other part of her system and caused more tumors to start forming that were malignant. And she actually went in for an MRI yesterday and called me earlier today with the results that it's all clear, it's all totally fine. So
What?
what? Oh, the quicksand sign. Huh. I have never noticed that.
Guys?
Wait, what the hell? Who's that?
Who's what?
To the right.
I don't know. We're gonna go look.
It's just
It's a
standing
hunter.
there creepily.
It's a hunter,
Okay.
clearly.
Oh, and there's another guy too. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're just chatting. He was just standing ominously off in the distance.
Except right there. You know, the guy who needed car help?
The people across the street that need help. You're hunters. You're like the militia of this country.
Yeah, but
Go help
he
them.
didn't pay them. Or
So?
well, I mean, technically we got paid, but we didn't ask to get paid. So. Oh wow.
Let's
Oh
see.
wow.
Yeah, once upon a time, that was a large mining rig. Less so these days. Alright, Miss T says, it might be time for me to replay 10. All these nostalgic feels for a game I didn't even finish.
We
Are
have
you aware
it.
of how it ends?
Oh, I hadn't thought. Also, sort of, kind of, similar situation, sort of, kind of. Maybe
Sort of.
not really. 10 is happy.
Yeah.
Ish.
Assuming you stick around post-credits. Because the post-credit scene...
Stick around post credits.
Yeah. The post-credit scene for FF10 really makes the point of 10-2
worry about first.
irrelevant.
Easy as they come.
Like, that's part of why I don't like 10-2. Like, the Charlie's Angels aspect of it is stupid and cringy, although I could get past it if it weren't for the
Ow.
fact that
Ah!
it's almost as though whoever wrote 10-2 didn't finish playing 10. because its story retcons out essentially the real ending of FF10. And I'm like, why would you do that?
Nothing to it.
Hello, little chocobo. We'll help you.
Hurry up and heal the chocobo.
I'm working on it.
He's
Jeez.
so assertive.
Do it. Do it now. I'm doing it, man. Hello. And he's like, there you go. You're good.
That's a good girl.
And you are...
She's better already.
Aw, happy smile.
Talk about a weight off.
Happy prince. Happy, content prince. Oh,
I
wait.
hope she doesn't live here.
People are
It's not the
around.
safest place
Cannot
for
smile
chocobos.
anymore.
Wiz says many have already fallen prey.
It's not like you can round them all up and put them in a pen.
That's just the way things are out here, I guess. Yeah, we managed to save one of them at least.
Crude old world, innit?
You know, I find it interesting that he stands like that.
Yeah, he's shifting his weight off of one leg.
Yep. He is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Chronic pain.
Just like Arden.
And his dad.
Yeah, and his dad. It's just a thing.
Of course, I'm pretty sure his is from the attack when he was
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid. Just like the whole I can't have a massage because ow.
Yeah. 'Cause my spine! Alright, that's it.
Aww. Is there not a...
Marcus says, I think it's on Steam. Hard West, I mean. Supposedly $20. Okay, cool. I will put that on my wish list.
I was hoping for a thing in here. There's not a thing in here, dang it.
Oh, okay. It says it came out in 2015. That's why it's not full priced. Alright, cool.
Your chair hurts my butt. I just want you to know. I
Oh,
don't
mine
like
too.
your chair.
Why do you think I get up and walk around every couple hours? And, chat is all happy to hear that my mom is okay. Me too, guys. Trust me. Because she has had to put up with enough shit this past year.
We're gonna go.
Pyro says, Ken's mom's clearly a badass. Hell yeah, she is.
She is awesome.
And the funny thing is, too, like, because she had a 30-year career in corrections after her stint in the Navy, and yet everyone that meets her in civilian life, especially now that she's retired...
She's just the nicest lady.
Yeah, everyone has that to say about her. Oh, she's just the nicest lady. She's so, like, cool and empathic and everything. And when either she or I would tell anybody, oh, yeah, she works in a jail. She's a cop. Everyone's just like, no, not her. She's too nice. I'm like, you haven't seen her in uniform.
You
'Cause
don't know.
That's something that I had to really wrap my head around as a kid. And it's normal for me that...
Looks like y'all got good news. You save her?
Yeah, we got there just in time.
Heck, I'm mighty grateful.
Thanks, Wiz.
Sorry.
Bad news. I was bracing myself for more. Sometimes I get to thinking maybe keeping chocobos ain't in accord.
Don't say
with
that.
nature.
Don't say that.
Them fellas are just too
Thank you.
darn adorable. Anyway,
I can't
I'd
help
like
it.
y'all to have this by way of thanks.
Okay, sorry.
Where was I?
That you had to
Oh, right,
get
right,
yourself used to.
The fact that I knew, like, separate people in my mom, because there was Mom at home,
There's music.
and then there was Sarge, when she put on the uniform and went to work. And I actually saw Sarge a few times, because of circumstances growing up. I didn't always have a sitter at home, so I sometimes had to go and just, like, sit in the Sarge's office with it locked while my mom was at work. And so I got to see her in the work environment several times. And then later, once I had an interest in psychology when I was in college, she actually took me up to the health services building, where inmates with psychological impairments are housed in the correction system, so that I could observe how the in-institution therapists and psychologists do their job in that environment, because I was thinking about doing that myself. And so I really got to see, since she was a sergeant within the health services building at the time, her in a high-stress environment managing her team. And I can say this not just as her son, just as someone who has now worked for several years in a corrections environment. She is one of the most strong supervisors I have ever seen. And she still manages to do it with a relatively light hand most of the time, because she ingratiates herself with genuine positivity to her team, and yet she always makes it clear that as approachable as she is, as nice as she is still the supervisor. She is not their friend. However, as their supervisor, as long as they are on the straight and narrow, she'll do whatever she has to, or whatever she can even, to help them with whatever they need. Like, she takes care of her people, and that earned her tremendous respect. Even with the inmates, because if they had a legitimate grievance, then she would try to make sure that it was addressed. However, if they crossed the line, she would make sure that, what's the word I'm looking for? Appropriate repercussions were dealt to them. So they knew she played straight, she wasn't going to play games, and as long as you played the rules, then she would help out the inmates as well, and not just her officers. So, like, it was a really cool learning experience to see that, obviously, this person, my mom, who I looked up to just as a kid, as my mom, was also a worthy role model as a professional as well. Like, that was a really cool thing for me to realize as a kid.
Okay, can I?
Yeah. Carry on.
Also, pretty much all the guys here all have Bengals.
Do they? I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, they did. I looked at all of
Interesting.
them. Except for Wiz
Wiz
and the guy behind the counter.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, I thought there was another quest. Is there not another quest?
You might have to get further in the story, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Let's see here.
I'll go sleep. We'll go sleep. Because it is dark.
Miss T says, "Oh yes, having met her in person, so much a very super epic mama."
It's a tough call.
Well, I mean, who's to say what's natural or not?
There's no easy answer. But they do seem happy in their pens.
You mean his chocobos? Yeah.
Oh, like this
they
one.
do.
He's like,
'Cause
I love
he takes care
chocobos.
of 'em.
And oh wait, they came up. They're close. Drop the smile, quick.
Can't show emotion. Dead inside.
Chocobos. I 100.
Right here.
I 100% think he's just animal lover, closeted animal lover. It's like nobody needs to know how happy small animals make me. He's cleaning his gun again.
Good. Proper maintenance. Also proper trigger discipline. Kudos to you, Bromdom.
Good man.
Let's see here. So Pyro says the only FF game I have apart from 14 is 10/10-2. 10 is good. 10-2.
It has an interesting mechanics.
Yeah,
But
the actual
I
gameplay
don't
mechanics
think
are
that-
cool.
My problem with it is it didn't need to be those characters or even that world.
Yeah, like I could see still even that system set in that world.
Half your photos
I think part of that's actually a really good photo. I think part of what I don't like about it is that it does things with the party, or at least part of the party, from the first game that it didn't need to do, and that I think is actually compromising to those characters and who they are.
Oh look, there's.
It's like he's trying to surprise him.
Nailed it. This should be
I wonder if we just like went right across the throat.
Hey, isn't
Ah.
what?
Hey, Carbuncle.
Just my
Carbuncle.
imagination.
See, they don't see Carbuncle, but
Yeah.
later on they see Gentiana.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, certain messengers.
I bet it's because they've all met Gentiana.
Yeah.
No, only we have met Carbuncle, and Carbuncle told us when we were doing the lore section of the tutorial that I will watch over you.
Or
So he's watching
maybe-
over us.
Maybe messengers can choose who sees them.
I bet that's it because we don't actually see Gentiana when she's there. We only see her in pictures.
Let's see. Miss T says, I haven't really finished 10. I've seen enough AMVs that I think I may have seen a few spoilery scenes. Yeah, that's...
It's a great game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And we got through it faster than we would have if Cliff had been the one in charge of it the whole time, because I was the one who did all of the
Oh, the temples, yeah. Because they're almost Zelda-style puzzle dungeons, and I can't puzzle good.
That's why I did the puzzling.
Yeah.
And he was like, it took me hours to do this. last time."
Especially the Bevel dungeon. Screw the Bevel dungeon.
He's not wrong.
That
That was the worst one.
Is a technocratic nightmare.
Okay, do we want any of these other than the first one?
Yeah.
Let's go eat the new thing here. And get a new recipe.
Let's see. Para says, I have a mechanical keyboard now. Much clicky clacks.
Kicky clack.
There's definitely a tactile satisfaction to those.
So what
Breakfast.
do we need today? Y'all still keeping on?
Ho!
I forgot.
So on the menu, it's called the Fat Chocobo Burger.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's
It
huge.
is on the menu. Gishel chips, green
Smoothie,
smoothie,
the
Chocobo
Chocobo
Club
Club.
sandwich, coffee, ebony coffee, cafe latte, orange juice, milkshake,
And draft beer.
draft beer.
We all know which one.
Really, it's just covering all the bases, man.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
I like
essentials there.
how it's coffee
Ebony
and then
coffee.
ebony coffee. And then Lestalem.
Yeah.
And then the future of energy. Yes. I shall eat this. It's
I'll go
expensive,
fix it
but
for you.
I mean, you're essentially paying for the recipe.
Look out, stomach.
Jeez.
we're not all eating one, like, each, are we?
I hope not. I hope that gets shared
that's-
around
I
the
think
table.
that, I mean, there's 4 sandwiches there, so one for each of us. Maybe.
Jeez, are those shrimp on the top one?
I think so.
That looks delicious.
I can make this at camp.
Stacked ham sandwich.
He looks so happy. I think that is a little skull on his necklace.
It is.
Hey, look, we got tea.
Yeah,
That's
it's a cool looking
I'll come
carafe too.
back
Uh-huh.
soon.
So I think we did share it.
Yeah.
Please tell me we shared it because, ooh, handsome prince in the morning with the light.
Let's see. Sheila says, "Congrats to your mom. Thank you very much." Let's see. Marcus says, "The tougher your work life is, the nicer you are outside of work."
Not always,
Not
but
always true. Often true though.
I don't wanna.
Because
go
I've known
to
some
the
guys that, because they
games.
went through a lot of shits, they think that, like, legitimizes their sour attitude all the time. Like, you don't know the life I've had, screw you. Like, don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. That guy doesn't even like that guy. Let's see. Yeah, that's on you. Pyro, I hope that's a typo. Because what you wrote is, I accidentally stabbed my toe today. It was very sore. I hope you mean stubbed.
Okay, so the tail part rest area. We'll do that first, then we'll go up to Sonya. I don't want to. But I
Oh, look,
promised.
guys. They've got chocobo races here.
Your point being,
We have to stay and watch.
We have
Watch?
to continue our journey.
I think you mean
Just a little.
participate.
No, we are not high enough chocobo level.
Because we haven't leveled the chocobos yet.
I mean, we are higher. Tailpar rest area. Map point. We're going
Carbuncle, defying the laws of physics one solid object at a time. MST says it was my first FF game too, I think in reference to 10.
Yep. Beat 10 first, and then we played 7. And then we played 8, and that didn't go so well. Because we stopped partway through, and I got super confused.
Also, I think Misty had a typo. Nooper-nomly. I think you mean
Super nomly.
Although I kind of like Nooper. Nooper-noms.
Hi. Hey,
Hi, Dave
puppy.
Doggo.
Yeah, we meet again. You sticking around these parts for a spell? We could use your help digging up some dog tags.
Yep, can do. We will always.
I think about the sandwich. Scarlett says, how does someone even get their face around that? With a knife and fork. What is that?
Monster tracking device.
Oh,
it's
just-
another one.
Yeah, just like the one at the camp. Interesting. I wonder how those work.
I don't know. I bet they tag some of them.
Yeah, probably. Either that or... Well, no, because it's called monster, not demon tracking device. Because I would think with the demons, like, maybe it could pick up on the Star Scourge particles somehow and act like almost a radiometer. The fact that it's called monster, though, maybe it is just a tracking device.
Yeah, maybe we literally are tracking
Actually,
some of them.
looking at that thing, it almost looks like a radio hub, so maybe they're using radio tracking devices.
Yeah. So even tracking devices exist outside of Insomnia. They're just not as fancy as the Insomnia ones we see in Kingscliff.
Yeah, because I would imagine these guys are using radio transceivers, not GPS.
Well, they did. You can't see it from the phone
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
could in Kingsglaive. See?
Yeah, he does.
Right, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, it was closest. I knew that.
Let's see. Pyro says, something I found this week was someone makes the class soul crystals of the FF14 classes, so I bought one for the Paladin, which is one of the tanks, and one of my favorite classes. It even glows in the dark. It's not arrived yet, though. That's cool. That is really cool.
We're gonna go.
Is it on, like, Etsy or Amazon or something?
We're gonna go over here to Old
Oh.
Lestalem.
No, apparently that was not a typo. He says, I stabbed my toe. How did you do that?
Nice.
That's not a good. Don't do that. Also, I hope you heal quickly. Also,
see.
crossing fingers. Do you know what hasn't happened recently?
Dropship.
Crossing fingers. Do not take that as a challenge game.
Says, I had a pin in my bag that was missing the little rubber bit, and I accidentally kicked my bag, and the pin stabbed into my toe. Ow.
I'm sorry. That sounds painful. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I told a friend of ours, the wife of my friend who was staying with us, because she's into archery, or at least she was at one time. She's actually pretty decent at it.
He is not.
Yeah, I'm really not, because one of the times that a friend of mine whose dad is an incredibly skilled archer tried to teach me archery, I was taught the knock the arrow essentially pointing downward, draw up so that when you pull, it ends with you aiming level at your target. Well, when I was trying to knock it, I slipped, and the arrow had enough tension on the string that it shot the arrow straight into my shoe. Luckily, incredibly luckily, it penetrated the top of my shoe, slipped right twixt mine toes, and through the sole of my shoe. So
He might have been losing a toe.
I might have lost a toe.
Oh,
That is gorgeous.
oh that's also, guys.
Pictures. Take them. Anyway.
Look at that.
When gods go to war, the land itself is rent asunder.
That's what happened here.
Yeah,
By the
literally.
way.
Like, that's actually the story of what happened.
This is remnants from the Astral War.
Yep. Because the gods got mad at each other, and that's the result. Anyway. Yeah, it actually didn't hit me at all. Like, it did not injure me whatsoever. It went just between my, I think it was my large toe and the one
The
next
second.
to that. It did ruin that pair of shoes, though.
It's so pretty. We'll get to see that a little bit closer.
So, yeah, that was the day when
Eventually.
I decided that archery, cool as it is, ain't for me. I'll stick to firearm marksmanship, because I haven't hurt myself doing that.
No! Stay away. That Havoc thing looked like it was wanting to chew on us a little bit. It's so pretty. Why? This world. It's such a pretty. Also, do you know where I am?
The original Kenny's.
Uh-huh.
Kenny's waiting for you.
No, he's not.
Catch your breath.
Kenny approves.
Let's catch our breath. Let's. But stay. One of you. Gladio, you have to stay with me. I don't feel safe here by myself. So you have to stay with me. I am your prince. I command this. Gladio, please. I don't want to die. Ooh, more people whose hands I can stare at.
Alright, Marcus says, I gotta confess, I was that guy once, had a particularly crappy week in the army, and wasn't in a good mood when I got home for the weekend leave. Well, like,
Look.
for a little while,
Yep.
like, that's understandable.
Yep.
Yep, more Bengals. Like, everyone has a shitty week and is in kind of a sour mood. It's the people that just turns into their default setting, you know?
Hey, Knox!
They're the ones that I'm like, come on, man.
See what?
Are you so unself-aware that you can't realize you are the asshole now?
I wonder what sort of meat they use here.
It doesn't matter as long as it tastes good.
He likes meat. He hates
Okay.
veggies and likes meat. Also, all of them.
Yeah.
Also, I did not realize you were here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was the... Oh, no, I already did the Dave quest.
Oh.
Right. I forgot to actually go and do the Dave quest.
Misty says it was a typo, but Nooper is kind of growing on me.
Come in better time. Here's your next assignment. Make sure you hand it in like a good student.
I am not your student.
Oh no.
Which one is it? Oh, it's the Gigantode.
Gigantode. I don't
If it's a normal Gigantode, this is easy.
don't
As
want
long as it's
to.
not the rain one.
Oh, I already did it.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, 'cause
I
she just
still.
wants the slimy whale.
She wants the
Okay.
slimy whale. It's okay. We have also Miss T. Miss T. Hang on. Because this one, it's better. Always natural, always stylish.
Stylish as a red coat. Ha! Or a J-Rock star.
Ah.
Me too, Pyro. Me too. Because he says, I'd love to go on a road trip to places like this, just without all the deadly monsters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Back so soon? Oh, you're getting quicker at this. Good. Science waits for no man.
Yay. Stuff. Okay, I guess we'll go in to see the... I don't want to. But we have to, because they have recipes.
Evil Bunny says, I want to get Kingdom Come. It's an RPG that Skyrim should have been. I actually don't know much about that one.
Hey,
Is that the one?
I see another bangle.
Yeah. Is that the one that just came out that seems like a more advanced version of Chivalry? Or
And-
is that a different one?
And Shopkeep does not. All the Shopkeeps don't.
Interesting.
I've never seen a Shopkeep, like an actual, like this kind of shop.
Yeah.
Shopkeep, or like the...
Hold up. Is that a globe and anchor on his hat?
I think it might be.
Huh.
How many do I have?
You have one.
Oh, so I
That's
should...
what the stock means.
So I should...
Yeah, just get a couple. That way you've always got three.
else?
Let's see. I think we have enough real ones. Ooh, ooh. This is the one that has the God of Fire on it.
Nice. What the hell is abstractification?
It's a weird thing for the car. I'll show you.
Okay, so it's like graffiti paint. Okay, I see.
Also, what is
Recipe.
Iggy? I love you.
Egg fried crustacean.
Yes, please. That sounds delicious.
It actually does.
Also, JM Market is not affiliated with Justice Monsters in any way. Stop asking. Oh my god.
So do you guys sell like Justice Monsters food?
What's up, Iggy? I've come up with a new recipe. I can taste test for you.
We will all taste test for you and be happy about it. Sir?
Hi. You're very shiny. No, it's not a globe and anchor. Interesting that that top part has some extra symbols to it. I wonder if that's like the symbol of the Lucian Navy or something?
It could be.
I don't know.
It could be.
Interesting.
When we go to Cape Cayam, we should
Yeah.
check and see if there's anything like that around.
Yeah.
Also, hang on. Before I go in there, I have to go and... Stop having your hands in your dress.
Angle.
Yep. I wanted to see if the kids ever had bangles, but I don't think they do. Oh, we have
Cosmogony.
a cosmogony. No,
Oh,
it's not.
Never mind.
Oldest town, the oldest town in Klein. One day, pioneers hoping to explore a new frontier set up camp along the river Wenath, and the rest is history. Nowadays, mentioning the Stalem immediately conjures images of the electricity-producing powerhouse to the north. In the past, however, it referred to this very spot. The name was derived from an ancient word meaning a warship's ram, chosen as an homage to the literally groundbreaking spirit of the first settlers.
Interesting.
And much like a brave hero who once boarded said warship and fought valiantly, the town of Old Lestalem has figuratively returned from battle and now lives out its days in peace and quiet. Some citizens are not content with watching their home fade into obscurity, though, and have taken to opening up shops and restaurants to promote the town they love.
Cool.
And our buddies are busy talking while we're reading.
Yeah.
Like, knocked.
Knocked reading the tourist pamphlets again.
Ooh, shiny, shiny. Gladio, get out of my way. I have a shiny. Gold needle. That seems like that's gonna be a good
Scarlett
thing.
says, I really want to learn archery, like proficient enough to hunt. One of these days I would like
I
to
would
try
like
again.
to. I would like to learn archery. Do you have a bangle,
For now, though, I'm
sir? He does not.
content in
See,
the knowledge that I'm proficient enough a rifle marksman to hunt, so...
he does not have a bangle either. Uh-oh.
So if I needed to survive, I could do so.
He's grimacing. He's even looking pained.
Yeah, he does that every time.
That makes me happy, though. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, 'cause the animation is spot on. That's it here.
Okay, I can't put it off any longer.
Scarlett
It's
says, my dad used to do bow hunting. He once shot a stingray. All Dad
It's-
saw was the arrow while sticking out of the ray as it swam away and knifed through the shallows.
it's okay.
Yeah, like bow fishing?
It's okay. I'm
that's-
not traumatized. It's fine.
That's a hell of a skill because of the light refraction on the water. You're not actually aiming where you're looking at the fish, which is just a weird thing to
Oh.
acclimate to.
They came out to eat Kenny's,
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
and he has bangle.
Yep.
Can you tell I'm? Oh no.
Hi. He's looking at you.
Welcome to the original Crow's Nest Diner, where it all began. Well, as long
Where
as you're
what?
aware I'm not the most up-to-date individual around.
That was a new line.
Yeah.
So,
Why would
where
you say-
what all began? I don't think you're just referring to the chain of restaurants, sir. Because I have a theory that in Comrades, the co-op multiplayer mode for this game, since Kenny Crow can appear at random amongst the AIs if you do ops with AIs, I think it's this guy in the Kenny Crow costume.
Anything tickle you fancy?
Oh my gosh, that's way too expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Iggy, I'm sorry.
Cannot afford that yet.
Not yet.
Guaranteed never a dull moment in this cantankerous company.
I'm sure.
No. Those are too high a level for me.
Come back soon. Kenny's waiting for you.
Guys, don't leave me in here alone.
don't leave me with this man.
The door will slam shut and then I'll never leave. You can never leave. Okay.
Go down to the hotel, Kenny Crow.
I don't want to die. Okay, so where was this? Oh, that is all ways away. Okay.
Yeah. Marcus had the same thought I did.
What?
About the, where it comes from doesn't matter. I'll eat any meat. Doesn't matter, eh? Would you like some strange meats from Fallout?
No, he would kill you.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'm gonna murder you now, thanks. How dare you ruin?
Let's see. I'm not sure entirely what she's referring to. Miss Tardis goes, ooh, yes, all of my love. I want some dumb apple cider now. Oh, she's referring to the...
The Benora White.
Right.
Uh-huh. Kothis Rest Area.
Let's see. Pyro says, I put the link to the Etsy page in Discord. Can it's in Fitvac. Okay, cool. Kidlick said enough to bed. Catch y'all later. See ya, man.
Good night.
Good to see ya.
I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be... Yeah, that's what I thought. Which is why we're gonna find the Kothis Rest Area, and then we're gonna fast travel there, and then we'll drive. Because I'm not spending 5 minutes watching them ride around.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my butt is really starting to hurt, if I'm honest. So we might have to call it soon.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna go dungeon delving, but that was too scary.
I have some good news.
Is your headache better?
Mostly. I feel really drained now. At least my head doesn't feel like it's gonna cave in, so that's a plus.
Right, I was driving elsewhere. It's gonna be too late though. Your guys are gonna be all like, "Knocked! It's gonna get dark soon. We shouldn't go out there." Don't even lie to me.
Herder demons, her.
It's bedtime. Sounds good.
Also, I look like a sad little puppy when I get wet. 'Cause my hair droops.
True story.
Look, his hair's drooped still. His hair is drooping. Gladio, do not make fun of him for his droopy hair. It's not his fault. Yeah, bad filter.
Yeah.
He's like, what? He looks so surprised.
You're doing what now?
We brave the danger. You drive safely. Exceneris. It's like, wait, why are you taking a picture of me? What are you doing? Oh, that's Bahamut.
Yeah.
And the center of the insomnia symbol.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like he's doing the aliens thing. Out of focus.
Oh.
What's he doing with his hand? Just like, no, don't provoke him. Go ahead and save that Iggy one. That one's kind of amusing to me.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't want to save this.
No, not the stupid drawing. I apologize if that's some kid's illustration that they put in.
In which
as a
case,
favor.
if that is some kid's illustration, I'm actually pretty impressed. You nailed the essence of Kenny Crow.
Yeah, just as
Perfectly.
creepy. Appropriately creepy.
Yes. Well done. I think I need to...
Morning.
Hi.
Hey, Gladio. Hey, Ignis. Where... No! Stay away from its statue!
Morning.
Back at you.
It will eat your soul. Stay away from it.
Scarlett says, random question time. Do y'all have any plans for annual Irish Booze Day?
Not go outside. Ooh, look
just-
at those... Oh,
Yeah. But
fancy
detail.
deals.
Not
Contains
go-
lead.
Yeah. Not go out to any place that serves alcohol.
Which means pretty much anywhere.
Because, especially in cities the size of Houston, yeah, St. Patrick's Day gets a little rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I prefer to just stay home.
Everything in order.
We do have some wine.
We do. And even though I am, apparently, I can now confirm after the genetic test, somewhat ethnically Irish, I don't feel the need to take it as overboard as a lot of people do. So,
We're content.
yeah.
I really do want that license plate.
So,
What?
Pyro's giving us a little throwback to earlier in the stream with that, like, hands out thing.
Mm-hmm.
The LSD frog was this big. Also, demons, Jim. Demons.
Well, it was right in front of Sonya,
Yeah.
and it was the blue. It's still the blue picture, the blue book.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track. Okay, I have to keep track. I will crack the code of Gladio's changing book colors.
Pretty sure it's just random.
It's not though, because he never got the blue book, or rather the red book, back in our chapter 15
Yeah.
playthrough.
Should be a nice
yeah.
change of
And
pace.
he's only done the blue book in the car since changing to the blue book. We haven't seen the green book yet. So I am convinced that what's actually happening here is that he is reading through a book series.
Yeah.
Possible, I suppose.
What?
Bartos.
Pronto, double time it.
Screw this.
Thank you for volunteering, my humble little bags of AP.
Hey, where'd you learn that one, Knock?
Probably from Nick Ulrich,
Yep, probably.
if I had to guess.
Because that's another...
That's a personal
Theory.
headcanon of
Yeah.
ours.
Because I think... Let's... How to put this
We don't want to
as...
spoiler it.
Well, how to put this as
No!
spoiler-free as possible.
No, oh, they are.
A certain
They are
scene
right
in
above
this
us.
game involves the antagonist showing an illusion of dead people hanging from the ceiling to Noctis of people
And-
that are important to him.
Yep.
All of whom have died at that point in the story. Most of them make sense given the story that we see. We know about them. However, one of them,
Is
slight
the-
spoilers for Kingsglaive the film here,
Is the protagonist.
Nick Ulrich. He is one of the Kingsglaive members and the main character of the Kingsglaive film that dies at the end of that film. We don't know through this game or the film of any connection that Nyx had to Noctis. Although that scene implies one, because why the hell would the antagonist show him to Noctis to try and demoralize him.
Especially when he clearly cares about all the other people there.
Exactly. So the theory that she and I have is, since Nyx is clearly one of the most talented warpers in the Kingsglaive during the film, and Noctis, of course, his entire fighting style revolves around warp striking, to me it would stand to reason that perhaps it was Nyx who trained Noctis to warp, and that may explain his proficiency at it.
Because at the point in time where I would expect Noctis to start learning how to warp, his dad was getting up there in years, was probably already less mobile, and also busy being the king.
Yeah.
So, the only, like, other than Nyx, his dad's probably the person that's most
And the thing
capable
is,
of warping.
we're told that Gladio taught Noctis how to fight.
But not
and we see some of that in the Brotherhood anime. However, Gladio can't warp, so he couldn't have taught him all of this warp foo that he knows. So who did? I think it was
it's
Nyx.
over there. Yeah, we think it's Nyx. And that's why he shows up.
Yep.
At that point. It is. I 100% agree with you. This is the grossest thing, and I don't want it. I want nothing to do with any of this.
Somehow I don't think a can of Raid will cut it with these things.
Maybe Demon.
Yeah. Let's see here. Scarlett said, it's currently Patty's Day for me. Also my bro's birthday. Celebrate accordingly. Let's see. Can Gladio even read? Sure he can.
He's actually a much smarter person than he comes across as.
He's actually fairly well read, according to some things.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miss T liked my warp foo thing.
Mm-hmm. Which... I'm gonna break all its legs. No, don't come behind me. Stay away. No! Ow! I didn't dodge in time. Thank you for killing that, you guys.
You hate bugs.
I guess you could call it
Yeah, can't stand them. Same here. Icky.
Warp Ken Ryu.
It's in here somewhere. So I remember this part. And I was very upset the first time I did this particular quest. I was like, why would you make me fight them? Giant bugs. Giant, creepy, icky bugs. Also, that's really pretty. But giant, creepy, icky bugs. Why?
Let's see. Scarlett says, despite being born on St. Pat's Day, my bro isn't much into the drinks. That's fine. Because honestly, me neither. I'm kind of picky about them. Like our friends who were with us this week, they cracked a bottle of wine and finished about half of it. And they were just like, well, we don't want to take it with us while we're driving, so do you guys want to just leave it here? I was like, yeah, it'll last us a few months.
And then I was like, no, it's not, because it's already cracked.
Yeah, it's already open, so we need to actually drink it soon. Because otherwise, like, for instance, since I can get up right now, I'll show you guys. I have this.
Which hopefully is still good.
It is, I'm sure, because it's still sealed. This
it's
is
delicious.
wine that we got in California.
A
you know
couple
that
of years
trip
ago.
that we took
So what's next?
more than a year ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah. We got this then and still haven't even cracked it.
It's delicious, though.
Oh, yeah.
So at some point we're going to do
we
that.
actually tried it at the winery that makes it.
We should have cracked that on our the anniversary of being together for 10 years. We should have done that.
Yeah. Except we were hanging out with them, so. Yeah.
No, we weren't.
Your part.
That,
And I'll do my part.
yeah, we were. Weren't we? Yeah. That's true, we were.
We had other things going on.
Mm-hmm. But yes, we have been together 10 years, and I'm
Yeah.
very happy about that.
Yeah, on the 14th, it was our 10-year anniversary.
Yep. We've only been married for 3 and some months.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Because the marriage anniversary is in December.
Who did you prank? Who are you hiding from?
Almost seems like Dave.
Oh, is he your hero? Are you too nervous to approach him?
Is that Dave Arbenbury? Is that the Dave?
It's okay, kid. He's nicer than you think he is. I promise. I absolutely 100% promise. It's fine.
I really like the scarf version of the hunter outfit.
Yep.
Let's see. Misty's demon raid for your more persistent bug infestations.
Okay, I'm gonna go get this other Dave quest, and I think I'm gonna call it because I can't stand sitting here anymore.
That's fine.
Because I hurt.
Let's see.
My
So
point.
sometimes I think I should read more. Yeah, me too. Like, I have a lot of stuff that's just sitting on my shelf that I keep meaning to read, and I just haven't yet.
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, I read all the time. I've never read quite as prolifically, there we go, as she does. Still a fair
I
amount, though.
say nothing. It's not my fault.
I'm just saying you read a lot.
I do. I
And
do.
I
read
just
a
don't
lot.
read as much as you do.
I read.
That's all I'm saying.
a lot.
Quite comforting to see other people there.
Dave, why would you make me come to this place?
And Scarlett says, 10 years! Wow, congrats, thank you.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, we've
But
talked
I can
about,
actually remember though.
Yeah.
If you could take a little time out, would you mind helping me track down some more tags?
Can do. Yeah, like she and I have talked about this multiple times, is that the longer we go, the more the conflicting feeling of it feels like nah, it couldn't possibly have taken that, like, it's not that long, and yet it is.
That's
And
not
yet,
that far away.
it feels as though we've known each other for even longer than that. Like, it was just
Mm-hmm.
always a thing. So, like, I don't think that weird sensation is ever going away. And I think that's, like, the sign of you're with the right person. So, yeah, Pyro says, 10 years? Damn, I've not even been on a date. Goes to feel sad in the corner. Nah, man. Everything happens at its own pace.
We got lucky.
We did.
If I'm honest.
Oh, we completely did. Thanks, Misty. Because she introduced us in college.
Yeah.
She
She
played
was-
matchmaker.
she was
and
all
it
like-
worked.
My bestie is gonna really like this guy. I'm gonna introduce him.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna talk them up to each other before I introduce them.
I'm gonna sell them on the concepts. Miss T uses Ingratiate. It's super effective.
I forgot that I'm gonna have to go up and around.
Yeah, it takes a little while.
I should have taken the car. I thought I could cut across, but I forgot that this was like this.
And the one piece of advice I can give anyone that's apprehensive about dating, just, like, try to overcome the nervousness of just actually talking to somebody for the first time.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you just start talking, of course you're going to feel nervous, especially if you're attracted to that person. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to feel nervous. Just, once the conversation gets rolling, it's not as terrible as you think it'll end up.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least then you know. And you can start pining for someone new. And that's coming from a guy that was turned down 10 times in a row in high school and college.
It's okay. I didn't turn you down.
Ah.
No! They are not. I refuse to believe it. If I refuse to believe it and I just keep going, there won't be Imperials above us anymore, and it will be fine. Right? Right?
Hope so.
I'm gonna believe in that.
Also, don't put any stock in pickup lines. They're stupid and they don't work. And most of them are really dehumanizing and really, frankly, make you look like an asshole. So just don't go for the pickup line route. Just
Yep.
Not a good idea. Not a classy look.
Nope. Wee. I'm a fly.
Misty says, I should read more too in the non-fiction section.
I don't read nonfiction. Are you kidding? I feel no need to read in nonfiction.
Honestly, these days, a fair amount of my reading is non-fiction, insofar as it's like reading for technology stuff for the purposes of researching sci-fi stories.
You dodged my parry. I'm sorry, you must die.
Like, I spent a lot of one of the evenings when my friend was here, because he works in some of the intelligence community with the Marines, so he was able to tell me some of the stuff they're doing with computers. So we were discussing stuff to do with like AIs and VIs and synthetic intelligences.
Misty, you know all that research you do for your fix, that counts.
Oh yeah.
No. I can't see. Run. I know. No. I refuse.
Warp away!
We're going back to our car. We're gonna turn this in. Then we're gonna save. I mean, we're gonna take a break, and everything's gonna be fine. So don't even worry about it.
Misty says, I knew y'all were really good fits for each other. Yeah, you were right.
You were not wrong.
Pyro says, then again, I don't go outside, so that probably has something to do with it. Yeah. Exposure to other people and a dating pool to speak of certainly helps.
Y'all done good. Whoever owned that tag's probably breathing a sigh of relief right about now.
Maybe I should stay here at the 3 Z's. Get a multiplier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll do this first.
Y'all happen to stumble across another tag out there
Okay,
in the field.
we'll go do this one first, then we'll come back, then we'll stay at the 3 Z's and get the bonus. Sound good?
Let's see, and Noah says, if I may throw in my own pro tip, ask questions. Stuff to chat about. It's okay to approach someone just to talk. Hell yeah, man. Because the thing is, like, I've actually had this experience with a couple of people, given years ago, that I had approached with intent to date, and then chatted them up, and we realized pretty quickly that our personalities weren't really compatible in that regard, though we worked really well as friends, so I continued to hang out with them. So, if nothing else, you can kind of start sifting through to find people that you're actually into. And make some friends along the way. Let's see. Scarlett says, wow, 10 times in a row. I imagine there was a few less tubs of ice cream in the freezer after that. You damn right! There was, some, missing ice cream and some dents in my punching bag as I worked out my self-loathing problems. Then I had some successes in college and actually started to improve my self-image. And then she happened. It's all pretty good from there. And the funny thing is, like, I actually had to
Oh no.
confess to some inner demons. It's weird for me now to look at pictures of myself from college, because at this point, that was like a decade ago, and that's weird to think about all on its own. And
No!
I always thought of myself at that point, even knowing I was in good shape, as, like, a fat guy. Like, I still had a lot of work to do. And I still carried a little weight at that time. I was in phenomenal shape, though. Like, I had a little weight around the midsection. So, like, I definitely get, and I didn't psychologically understand at the time, that thing that people with, like, eating disorders and yeah, you're getting Imperials dropped in your head. With, like, self-image disorders.
How do I?
What are you trying to do?
Gladio. How do I Gladio?
L1, L2, and then hit right on the D-pad.
Ow. Ow.
That's not L1.
Oh. L1.
L1, L2.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah. There you go. And then right on the D. There you go. Those that actually suffer from image disorders that are often coupled with eating disorders, the image that they see in the mirror isn't actually mentally accurate to reality. They judge themselves over harshly and actually psychologically see it differently. And I never really understood that. I thought, like, well, how can you see something different? Like, your eyes aren't going to freaking lie to you. They do, though. Because now I'm far enough removed from that point in my life where I look at old photos of me and I was like, whoa, I was in way greater shape than I felt like I was at the time. Because I look at it now and I'm like, holy shit, I was skinny. I did not feel like it. That's the thing. So, like, some of those like self-image things I can definitely relate to. Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Let us see what is returned home.
Because the funny thing is now, like, I've probably got the healthiest self-image mentally now as I ever have in my life, even though I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm probably in some of the worst shape of my life, because I'm fairly heavy now, if I'm honest. Like, I have some poundage to work off. And I'm going to do so. Like, we need to get into working out again. It doesn't, like, really compromise my mental state and self-confidence, though. Not nearly the way it used to.
Hey, wanna hit the crow?
No, I still love
If
you,
you wish to put on weight,
regardless. So
certainly.
it's...
And honestly, that helps a great deal.
Well, you love me regardless of the fact that I'm chubby. So if you don't mind that your wife is chubby, then I'm not going to mind my husband is chubby.
Honestly, you don't fit what chubby criteria meets in my head, so...
George,
Well, I appreciate that.
real happy to know
Just calling it like I see it.
I appreciate that.
I mean...
Because I feel chubby. Oh, that is a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're staying at the Threesies.
Oh, yeah.
We are
yeah.
staying
Get
at
that
the
multiplier.
Threesies.
And the thing is, like, what you're saying right now is exactly what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
I feel chubbier than apparently I am.
Yes. Accurate. That. What you just said. And that's how I used to feel.
Oh, new faces. And weary ones at that. How's about a room?
Yes!
Please.
Call it a day. Soft beds, baby.
That dude sounded like he's a bottle of whiskey deep. How's about a room?
Well, look who he's across the street from. Do you blame him?
Don't mind the crow staring through your window at night.
See,
That
it's
just
always the
happens.
red book at the...
Yeah, it is. If he knocks on your door, don't open it. We've lost 5 customers this month. You want to run that past me again? Would you like a room? No. The part about the door. What are you talking about? Sir?
Oh,
That's a good one.
he looks so...
You did the thing, didn't you?
Except I didn't. I pressed it too long. Apparently it thought I double pressed. I hadn't let up the button yet.
Oh. Oh well. You did the thing.
Hang on, I have a wonder.
Autosave.
Yeah. That was literally 25 seconds. No. Wait, what? Oh, that was before I turned in the quest.
The one underneath it is from about a minute ago.
Which one should I try?
Probably that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because I want those pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. This one?
Yeah. Alright, anyway, let's see here. I got some catching up to do. So, Noah says, hey, what level of nonfiction am I on? French military documents and a 1,000-page book on everything you could want or need to know about tanks. I'm addicted to tanks! We know, Noah. I don't know if this is news to you. You are
might
known
have a
as
problem.
the resident tank expert for a very good reason in this community.
Look, bangle, bangle, bangle.
Yeah. Check
I
the
think-
females, though.
No bangle.
No bangles.
No.
Let's see here. Miss T says, I've been reading a few medical research articles lately. They're actually pretty interesting. Yeah, some of them are. Like, I actually used to read psychological journals in college just for fun, because I was minoring in psychology.
I want my picture. Give me my cute, adorable Noctis picture.
Let's see. That guy says, I'm going to go play some Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for the stream. Cheers, man. Enjoy.
Okay, we're gonna do this. And it's gonna be fine. I'll have my pictures and everything will be fine.
Spell
Prompto,
says-
do not screw this up for me.
Thanks, boys. Reckon whoever this belonged to is real happy to know it's been found.
Do not screw this up for me, Prompto.
So Scarlett says, my first GF asked me. No one said the guy has to ask first. True. True story. It's like,
To be fair, Who asked who out with us?
We didn't really.
No.
It was just sort of a. We just kind of.
It's a mutually understood that we were a thing, and then
Yeah.
Miss T is like, the next morning.
We didn't really officially ask one another out. It just sort of happened.
Yeah, and Miss T is like, yeah, your boyfriend, something. And I'm like, what boyfriend? What are you saying? Are you trying to, like, get me in trouble here?
And at first, because this was like the morning after we had sort of like
Really
made
become
it
a thing.
official, and so yeah, it's still there. So we were at Commons Dining Hall at Texas State University, and she mentioned something about like your boyfriend to her.
Oh,
and at
it's
first,
staring at
I
us.
was yeah, it is. It's staring right at the
I
camera.
don't like it. I don't like it. Wait.
At first, I was alarmed because I was
Is
just
it
like, wait,
knees
you have a boyfriend?
backwards?
What?
No. Okay, it's not. It's just
And so I was confused for a second, and then it clicked from like, oh, she's
talking
me.
about yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on. Oh.
Wow. We really did just chop that thing.
Alright.
Our sword is still in motion.
Well taken.
Is it?
Also, fun facts, because I still remember this.
Oh.
I didn't initiate my first kiss. Because my girlfriend at the time got really impatient because I was, like, too respectful. And I was, like, waiting for her readiness. And apparently, she was. And just hadn't said anything. So she was just like, fine, I'll do it.
What about this one?
A little dull. Gladio,
sword
about
is-
that whole sword through the wrist thing.
Yeah.
You do that a lot.
It's a really cool looking sword, though.
It is.
Oh gosh.
Jeez.
I don't.
Check it out. Ignis is actually smiling.
How can you tell?
Pray tell.
Let's see.
Okay, I got my one happy picture of Noctis. I did, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Draco 122 says hello. Cheers. Good to see
Hello.
you. There's a new
Okay.
face around here.
So, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Let's see. Noah says, sometimes I find it helpful to see how other people measure the dynamic between myself and someone else. It can be hard to see how two people actually work together from the inside of that. Yeah, definitely true. Noah says, I feel like 10 years from now, when I look at short hair pics of me, see pre-2017 pictures of me, I'm gonna scream and cry.
Okay. All right.
That's like pictures of me for that 3-year stint when I worked for the county sheriff's office. Me with just a mustache
Hate it.
ain't a pretty sight.
Hate it. I love you, but I hate it.
Still looks nicer than me with no facial hair.
See,
That isn't saying much, though.
see, I can't get to this.
Because as I've said in the past, I look like a giant, angry infant with no facial hair.
I don't think I can get to this one yet.
I don't think you... Well... No, because it's like... Well, hold on.
Do you want me to go drive the
I
pass?
think you can. Because the little cannot pass symbol is on the other side.
Yeah,
So maybe it's the far end of Meldacio that's sealed off.
but if I get into Meldacio, I can't do any of the quests. Because it's almost all.
True.
Besides,
Maybe
there
you
is.
can go visit? I don't know.
There is this one.
Yeah. Oh, it's your call.
I'm tired, so I'm gonna actually save.
Okay, you want to just call it here? Okay. Let's do one final catch up
Yeah,
with
okay.
chat, and then
Let
we'll
me-
call it. Do-do-do-do,
Save. Actually, you know what? You wanted to check Lestalem one more time. We'll check
I
Lestalem
did,
one more
yeah.
time.
Okay, cool. Oh,
So
let's
we'll
not
do
close
that.
out now. Let's see here. Pyro says, I imagine I'll lose a lot of weight when I go to uni due to the fact that I'll be too lazy to buy more food. Yeah. I know I lost a lot of weight at college because, one, that, and
Also-
two, the Texas State University campus is nothing but hills. And everything is really far spread apart, so I'd walk like half a mile to get to every class. And it's like the old person like, when I was your age going to school, it was uphill both ways. And on Texas State, it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. She also fixed my Sims 2 game. Forgot to use the graphic fix for Windows 7. There you go. Draco says, greetings. Glad I can join the stream for once. My time zone sucks.
It's comforting to see other people around.
Okay.
So where are you, if I might ask?
We're gonna start down at the Overlook.
Always curious to hear where our audience is from. Because we have a remarkably multinational audience around here. So, Bangle.
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 There's no one manning these.
Yeah. Steal the food! Hoard the hot dogs!
Bangle, bangle, bangle.
Because it was here in Lestalem that we first noticed it. Because all the guys here... Whoa.
Awesome. Dude,
That does.
this is gonna be a party in my mouth.
That looks delicious.
I can recreate this.
That's one of Noctis's favorites.
Yeah. Quick, steal the food!
Oh. Lestalem, a bustling industrial town in northern Klein. Despite Imperial attempts to overtake the city, Lestalem remains the largest autonomous urban area on the Lucian continent. So in other words, they are resistant.
For now.
Compared to the long history of the country as a whole, Lestalem's own is comparatively short. The town was founded around the largest meteor shard in all of Lucis. Engineers discovered they could harness the heat generated from the glowing fragment to produce electricity. Residential and commercial districts sprung up around the new power plant, and before long, people flocked to the fledgling city. Bangle. The first engineer and founder of the town was a brilliant woman who continues to inspire citizens to this day. The prominence of women in the workforce today is largely seen as resultant of her impact. Though work at the plant can be challenging, the pay is good, and many women support their families through their jobs at Exeneris. It's because she's the founder.
Yeah, so it is a cultural tradition.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So that clears that up. Interesting.
That wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't. That's a new thing from the new edition.
Both Bengals. Oh, sorry, was I interrupting your date? I apologize.
Sorry, guys.
He's like, shit, people. We're not out yet.
Play it cool.
You bangle? You got bangle? You bangling? You bangling?
Seriously, all of the males in Lestalem have them, and they're either gold or silver.
Bangle? Ooh, ooh.
Hey, photo op.
Take a photo.
Take a shot from here.
Do it! Do it!
Now it's picture time.
Of course, the light is on the wrong side.
Oh,
I tried.
oh, the light.
I tried.
Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe he'll put a good filter on it. Bangle.
Bangle.
Bangle on the dude in the pink. Bangle on the dude in the white. Is Vive
Bangle.
wearing one?
No, he's wearing a watch.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's bangle.
Yeah, all on the left wrist.
Bangle.
Yeah. Like, this is more than
Yeah, see,
just...
watch.
Yeah, watch. This is more than just, you know, character models that are recycled all the time. Like, this was a conscious choice. Because every single male in this city has them.
Except maybe, let me see the shopkeeps.
I know some of the food vendors do, because I remember they were some of the first ones I noticed. They're in the market.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of them.
None of the hunters do. And
Yeah, the
some of
hunters
the...
Produce.
Sure, Ignis can make use of them.
Oh.
Is that
Bang-
Bangle, or is that...
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one
Bangle.
of the silver ones.
One day, I'm gonna climb it.
Hey, dude, can I see your hand?
Here.
No. Okay.
What do you have?
That's, it.
He has car stuff. Eos.
That's cool.
Mythological theme. Brings the legend. Oh, it's all the. It's the.
Oh, it's an extrapolation of that one painting.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
At least they showed them to us.
Come again.
I gotta catch up on chat real quick here. Let's see here. This goes, why isn't Chubby? She's cuddly. I agree.
Thanks. Bangle. On this dude.
Yep.
No bangle.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if he's a transplant.
He's also a
Big
shopkeep.
bread fresh out of the oven. So, ready to get some bread in you?
Interesting.
And Noct was smiling. It was adorable.
No, it says, I need a tank intervention! And thank you, I try to pursue that topic with gusto. Let's see. Draco says, we'll admit to know nothing of Final Fantasy. Was actually attracted here by Tarkov. Well, welcome aboard all the same.
I don't think we're able to learn any of these, if I remember right.
I don't remember.
Should I try?
Yeah, sure.
Because that one's cheap.
And if it's Tarkov you're interested in, you will see more soon. Because I've got, I think, 3 more episodes recorded that haven't come out yet. And I'm certainly planning on streaming some more of it, so you can look forward to more Tarkov very soon.
Nope, we did not learn it.
Dang.
Thank you.
Let's see.
So he's the first person in Lestalem, the first male that we've seen in Lestalem that doesn't have.
I was wondering if someone would interpret it that way. Scrolls, the morning after we made it official. You thinking what I'm thinking?
You can think whatever you like.
Let's just say
I
it
can't
was,
change your thoughts.
It was the same week, just not actually the same night. Putting that out there.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Was it? Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because she said that it wasn't the day after
The hell symbol is that?
those.
Oh, that's the door. Wait, no, that's not the door handle. What is that? That feels like a thing. Interesting.
In a random back alley.
Hmm. Do any other doors have that?
I didn't. That was the only one I've ever noticed that had that, but we'll look. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Friday that we were leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, it was the morning after.
Okay. Okay, I stand correct.
Do you have? No, that's because you're a hunter. You have the hunter stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone here's so stylish. We're stuck in travel black.
And all bangle.
Wanna try wearing your official Lucian battle gear with pride? You might even become a real trendsetter around here.
Too hot to move.
Is it? Is it really too hot to move?
Let's see, Miss T says, I don't think it's that bad without new facial hair, Ken. Just the stash isn't so good a look for you, though I will give you that. Not wrong. Not wrong.
I haven't
think,
seen any doors
These days,
with it.
if I did have to nix the facial hair, I'd probably just go with nixing all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although, the
I don't-
pros of working for myself, I can do whatever I
You
want.
keep the beard.
Yeah.
The wife says so. It has been decreed. So shall it be.
I can do whatever I want,
Wait, there it is,
pending
there it
wife
is.
approval. Oh, yeah, there it is again.
What is this? This has a sign.
Big
North.
North. Is that a street name?
What's that?
What's what? Oh, yeah, what are you looking at? The symbol? Yeah, what is that? I agree, Prompto.
I don't see the Prompto thing.
Let's see. Oh, Draco says United Kingdom, 8-hour difference.
I think that might be the street name.
Yeah, probably. He says, was attracted here by your Tarkov videos. Been playing it a lot lately. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing now that they've
Yep.
rolled out that one new update.
Shiny.
Also, I've done some co-op for it as
Ooh,
well.
I just picked up a random Phoenix Down.
Good times. So, episodes of that are going to come out soon as well,
Mm-hmm.
along with my single-player stuff.
Also, hopefully I will soon release some of the Tarkov streams
Yeah, yeah.
on the archive channel as soon as
Never seen
somebody...
anything like that in the Crown City.
Looks like a factory. What do you think they make?
Power!
Energy. This plant produces enough power to serve the entire region.
Wow.
For that, right there.
Hmm.
That stuff, that glowy stuff right there, that's probably not safe to stand by, but we are anyway.
So if you're new around here, this is Violeta.
Hi!
She's my wife.
Yup.
And she administrates the Last Level live streams channel, which handles all of our live stream archives. So, yeah, she's going to publish the Tarkov live streams.
As
very
soon as I have thumbnails, because
Oh, yeah.
I am not the person who has the thumbnail stuff.
Those things I still need to make.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Those
about
things. Yep.
that. Let's see.
Eee. Zelda.
Miss T says, OMG, yes. Texas State campus was crazy. Half a mile where you're headed, mostly up and down rather than lateral distance anywhere. Correct!
Did you overheat? You overheated, didn't you? Oh, wait.
Oh, dude, there's a sketch of the weird heat suits. That was actually pretty decent.
No, it's not that bad. They just can't do faces to save their lives. Okay, hi. Look.
Bangle, bangle.
Hey, brother, try one of these.
Okay.
Good, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's good.
Then come again.
He's smiling.
Your friends.
He
They're-
looks genuinely surprised.
That
Just
means
like, yeah,
it really was good.
Okay, I'll try. Oh, hey, this is surprisingly good.
This is still Iggy. Iggy,
Take
I
notes.
need you to make me things. Yep.
Let's see.
Yep. All the bangles I've seen.
So Draco says, I sometimes have to get up at like 4 a.m. for work sometimes. Wake up earlier. Yeesh.
Bangle.
I know that life, brother.
What's up for a bite?
I had a bite. You're gonna have to get one of your own.
Once upon a time, to
Bangle?
get up for the early morning shift when I worked for a county sheriff's office, I had to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning. That was not fun times.
Great help.
Hey, look, Bangle.
Abandon our veggies, so try whatever you like.
Mm-hmm. Bangle, bangle.
Aw, so Pyro says, Ken and Vi are clearly relationship goals.
Thank you.
Glad you think so. And
Oh.
statistically, yeah. Because it's depressing for me to realize that we, prior to even getting married, had already outlasted the statistical average of marriage duration in the United States. That's just sad.
We can buy behemoth tenderloin from this man.
Yeah. And in now our married life duration and just our together duration,
Bangle.
we have outlasted the statistical average of marriages in the U.S.
Bangle.
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 Yeah, it's freaking everybody.
Dude, I need to see your
With the
hands.
exception of that
Bangle.
one shopkeep out front.
Bangle. 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 Bangle.
I'm noticing a lot of these Lestali guys are either really rail thin or a little plump.
Bangle. Bangle. Also bangle.
This is more than a
bangle.
coincidence.
Bangle. Because it's not like there aren't ones that don't have bangles.
Yeah.
Bangle. Bangle.
There was that
Bangle.
one shopkeep out front, and everyone else has it.
Oh.
This really is on fire. Is it safe to go near it?
Bangle.
What does it mean?
Bangle. Other bangle. Bangle. Yep. Bangle. Bangle.
Wait, hold up. Check the little kids.
The kids don't.
Hmm.
None of the kids do. I've been looking.
Interesting.
Bangle.
So one only gets it as an
Bangle.
adult.
Yep. Bangle.
Yeah, these are the guys where I first noticed it. These three
Bangle.
here. Interesting. Tabata-san! Explain!
What does it mean? Yeah, so far.
Interesting. All right, let's
I'm gonna go check the Lavelle.
Yeah.
Bangle.
Noah says, in before banned by Twitch. Yeah, for all this music.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's not nearly as egregious as when we're driving and we're literally just playing the soundtrack of past Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, see, none of the kids have.
Yeah, you're right. They're playing red light, green light over there.
Bye.
Bangle, bangle, yep. Let's see, Draco says, speaking of Tarkov, according to some information, a wipe is confirmed to be happening at the end of the month, so don't get too attached to your gear. Good to know. That means I need to do some episodes featuring some of the gear that I've gotten that I wanted to make episodes with very soon. So thank you for that information. That helps me schedule the rest of the month for me.
That's Bangle.
Yep.
This really is on fire. Is it safe to go near it?
Are you a Bangle? I can't tell. Is that
yes,
Bangle?
it is. And also says, I'll gladly watch those Tarkov vids and give any help I can. Oh! You're Drake Vanders! Thank you very much. Yeah, he has it too.
Lavelle,
Yeah.
dude, has Bangle.
For all of your incredibly lengthy and very helpful comments. Spoilers for you. The next episode I edit, I'm actually giving you a shout out in the credit roll. Because my god, the amount of effort you've put into those comments, sharing information for myself and just anyone else that sees them, is truly remarkable. Like, thank you a whole hell of a lot for all of that. Because that's exactly the sort of input that I had hoped someone would share to help me excel at that game, and the information that you have provided is super top tier quality.
As far as I can tell. Everybody except that one shopkeep.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Cornick Station dudes.
What does it mean?
Bangle, bangle. Also bangle, bangle. Bangle, bangle. Bangle, bangle. Bangle, bangle.
Let's see, Paro says it's
Bangle.
almost 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go get some cereal and a can of Coke.
Cornick Station dude does not.
So he's in uniform, so. Let's see. Paro says maybe the Bengals are some kind of ID thing or something. Yeah, like
That's
that
what
was,
we thought, except none of the women have it.
Yeah,
None of the
exactly.
kids have it. Only
Like,
the males. You.
I would
You.
think it was an ID thing.
Workout dude.
If it were everyone. If the fact that it's just the guys,
Whoa,
though,
whoa.
makes me wonder.
I could really chug one back right now.
Maybe. Hold on. Look at, for instance, that guy's hand, not his wrist.
This really is on fire. Is it safe to go near it?
Maybe in Lestali culture, that's the equivalent of a wedding ring.
Could be.
Just putting that out there.
But that means every guy in Lestalem is married. Every single one.
Yeah,
Except
which
for
is
that one dude.
Statistically unlikely.
Yeah, because all of them.
Huh.
Maybe the color, because some of them are gold and some of them
Yeah,
are silver.
some
Maybe if
silver.
you're gold, maybe if it's gold, you're married.
Maybe?
And silver means you're available.
I don't know. Man, this has to mean something, because it's so prevalent here, and yet so not consistent everywhere else. Like, no other place in Lucis is like this.
See? One of them has silver, one of them has gold.
Yeah. Curiosity intensifies!
Yep.
Let's see.
Both these old guys have gold.
Yeah. Let's see. Draco says, and after the Tarkov wipe, we'll be getting new guns, new soft skills, the hideout, and a new... Ooh, the hideout, cool. A new map, interchange, hopefully, if they can fit it in. The source I got from the wipe is pretty reliable. 90% of what he says is usually true. Okay, cool. So yeah, that means if a wipe is coming at the end of the month, that means I need to record at least 3 of the episodes that I have planned within the next few days. So I will definitely make
Ethan
room
Cup Noodle
in
Guy.
my schedule for that, yeah. So again, thank you for that information. Very much appreciated. Power says maybe some kind of credit card thingy?
But
Maybe.
none of the women have it.
Yeah, again though, like
And
that's
they're the
thing.
breadwinners.
Exactly. Because, like, I would imagine in this town, centric as it is to the economy, that the power plant probably pays pretty well.
Well, it said so.
Yeah.
It said so on the thing we just read about it. It said that the pay is good.
Yeah, so... I'm worried there isn't enough information to give us a concrete answer to this. Although...
We're gonna
Like-
need to check Altisho when we get there.
We are.
We're gonna have to see what's up with that.
That looks like the Ghostbusters car. Like, straight up. Dead end. Stop. Because this is a drop off of a frickin' mountain.
Well, it's because that one isn't a,
Yeah.
that one doesn't go out.
Another headache.
Yep.
This is not normal.
So Scarlett says, designing and building a functional MAV is hard. The 2 things I'm stuck on are the initial landing stability and the ISRU functionality. I don't even know what that last one is. Although, yeah, I would imagine that anything regarding to Mars landing stuff is probably incredibly touchy due to the fact that the air density there, or in a comparable Kerbal environment, is so different from our own. So, like, all of your calculations have to factor in
We're gonna try
the
different lighting.
differences in air density. Yeah, because now we should actually face the light.
So between those two, we should have some good.
Good
Hopefully.
times.
Oh, speaking of, turn around, buddy. There we
Let's see. Draco says, looking at the description of bangles, it makes me wonder if the bracelets from Roadside Picnic, which improves a person's overall health and well-being when they wear it, so maybe it's worn more as a sign of improved health by the general populace. Interesting. Maybe it's... Well, I don't know.
Because, I mean... I don't know.
Like, part of me wonders if maybe they're almost like a litmus test thing for, like, radiation? Although, again, that raises the question, why don't the women wear it? Because they work in the freaking power plant where all the radiation is.
Yeah.
So, like,
We're gonna have to think about... We're gonna have to see what other...
Yeah.
Major places have.
Also, as far as the next time I stream this game, it'll probably end up some more Comrades stuff, because I have gotten far enough in Comrades now to start doing some more of the story for it. So, since this story content is new even to me, as it's the most recent additions to it, then I'm going to end up streaming that sometime in the next few days.
Yeah, though be aware that if you haven't played through the game, don't watch that one, because
Misty in particular,
it's incredibly out of order story-wise.
I'll just put it this way. Comrades is set in chapter 13 of 15.
Yeah.
So it gives away
pretty much
lot.
everything. And that story stuff especially.
Yeah.
I honestly don't want to play that story stuff yet.
I do.
I don't want to, because I want to see what new stuff is in that section of the main game. Because I feel like that'll give
I'm
away
not
some
putting
of
it
the
off
oil.
for a month.
Okay, fine.
I'm just not doing that.
Okay. don't 100% agree with that, but okay. We'll do it anyway.
We're doing it anyway.
I said that for a reason, right?
I'm just saying, like, I'm at a point in Comrades where there's nothing else to do. So.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I don't have anything else to say because I'm tired. And I saved already.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Do I hit the quit button or
You can.
is that how we? I don't remember how we outro for this game.
Yeah, I usually quit to desktop and
Do the
then-
outro?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's why I was staring at you. I'm like, what do I do now? Teach me.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's just we're like far enough out from actually reaching that end game stuff that
Yeah.
I know it'll take us quite a while.
I just
To
hope
get
it
to,
doesn't
so-
spoil some of that stuff.
Yeah.
The new stuff from Windows/Royal.
Yeah, it's just given how little was there to start with, I doubt it will.
That's true. It probably, hopefully won't. But still, if you don't actually know what happens in the main game, don't watch that stream.
Yeah.
Just don't. I will warn you
uh,
before we start that stream.
Because the entire premise of Comrades itself is one gigantic spoiler.
Yeah, so just don't watch the Comrades things.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so this next few days, especially now that our company has left, and hopefully I'm going to start feeling more like myself again.
Yep.
Gonna spend this coming week pretty much concentrating on... Oh. I got a text from my mama. Okay, anyway. On recording stuff, especially since it sounds like the Tarkov wipe is coming, so I'm going to
Yeah, so we're going to want to get that out.
There's also a few other time-sensitive episodes that I'm going to work on getting out, so those are going to happen soon as well. And I've also got a stack of first 15s that I want to do, just because I kind of want to get some of these games off my hard drive, so I need to do my first 15 so I can get rid of them. So, some series may get stalled a little as I cover that stuff.
Because time-sensitive stuff, we just need to get that out
Exactly.
when we can.
So the schedule may get a little janky for the next few days. I'm going to try and get us on track again as soon as I can. So one last check on chat, and then we will clock out for the evening. Let's see here. So Scarlett says, ISRU stands for In Situ Resource Utilization. In this case, mining the surface to fill ascent tanks. Okay, I see. Okay, so Pyro says, maybe it's like how most women have ear piercings. Maybe most men in that place wear bangles. Like, yeah, clearly it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, I
I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that it might be just because that's just a popular thing, but I can't see why women wouldn't and why all men would and no kids do. Like, that seems a little bit strange that no kids do, no women do, only men, and we've only found like that one guy in the entire city that doesn't.
It seems like a clear mark of male adulthood in that town, and I'm curious. I want to know why. So anyway, that pretty much catches us up. So thank you guys for joining us and for putting up with my super low-key ramblings over here.
And for me being chickening out on what I was actually originally gonna do, but that would have gone very badly.
That was massively over-leveled for your character abilities at this point. So
I'd have died.
yeah,
I'd have been dead. Very dead.
And that just wouldn't have made for a fun time.
No.
So
yeah, if you care about the story, do not watch Comrades when we stream that. Also, Miss T, speaking of story, if you want to come over and play the game, I will sit with you and we can play, and I will be happy to do that whenever. At all times.
Also, we found a really cool Final Fantasy D20 system that we want to play test. So if you want to help us with that.
I am not already planning characters. I don't already want you to watch the Kingslave movie, so you'll understand some of what I've wanting to do. Nothing.
So anyway.
Nothing.
So we'll catch y'all later. Some streams coming next week. Again, lots of time-sensitive content and some more Tarkov coming soon. So I hope you guys enjoy. And since you're in the hot seat, you get to outro.
Oh, no, don't make me outro.
Why
I'm
not?
tired. I'm tired and my brain isn't working because I have a headache now.
Oh, we traded.
Yes, we traded, so you get to outro.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching and for having patience for our weird setup this evening. So, very much appreciated. Hope you'll have a wonderful remainder to your day. I'm Kids Market Let's Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we wish you all
Good gaming and Godspeed. Bye! You're in charge of the mouse, too, because I can't reach it.
Yep. So now we give it that awkward moment so we don't cut off that outro, except we have to pretend like that was when we stopped talking, even though it wasn't. See ya.
Bye.